our struggle, no room for fear. In the trenches we fight, never backing down. Bulldog spirit in us, we wear the crown. Grit and fire running through our veins. Every down's a battle under heavy rain. Roaring together through each and every stride. Determination leads us, we'll never hide. New Waverly Bulldogs, hear us growl. Each snap, each tackle, hear the crowd howl. With grit and heart we rise to the test. We'll show them all we got, we're the best. New Waverly Bulldogs, hear us growl. Each snap, each tackle, hear the crowd howl. With grit and heart we rise to the test. We'll show them all we got, we're the best. New Waverly Bulldogs, hear us growl. Each snap, each tackle, hear the crowd howl. With grit and heart we rise to the test. We'll show them all we got, we're the best.
All right, Bulldog Nation, it's Friday night once again. Friday Night Lights here in East Texas. We're in New Waverly. The wait for the week is over. Tonight, it's the Bulldogs hosting the Huntington Red Devils. Both teams looking tonight to change their fortunes. New Waverly comes in 0-3 after a tough road stretch. They did play at home last week. They went toe-to-toe with Teague in week one before the game slipped away in the second half. Then they ran into a strong Orangeville team, and just last week fell to Crockett right here at Bulldog Stadium. It's been a rough start, but these losses have sharpened a young squad that's learning fast and now has the home crowd again here behind them tonight. Huntington coming in tonight at 1 win and 2 losses on the season. The Red Devils scored a big win over Evadale, but were shut down against Frankston and overpowered by Kuntz a week ago. They flashed some offense, but consistency has been hard to find. So here we are, a Friday night clash between two teams searching for a breakthrough. Huntington wants to sneak out with the road win tonight, but this is New Waverly's night, their house, their fans, and their pride. These maroon and white Bulldogs are built on heart, tradition, and resilience, and tonight, boy, they're ready to show it. So as the stands starting to get packed here tonight on the home team side, raise your voices and let everyone know this is New Waverly Bulldog football. And tonight, the Bulldogs are ready to bite back. From the piney woods of the Sam Houston National Forest to the rolling hills, the fertile Blackland prairies, and landmarks in between, wherever you are joining us tonight, this is New Waverly Bulldogs football, where champions always take the field. Well, once again, welcome in. A pleasant good evening, everyone. Rob Hipp here. And joining me momentarily will be former offensive coordinator, Coach Easton Andrade. We're excited to have Coach here with us. And we are here live tonight. This is the Three Spoons Yogurt Countdown to Kickoff. Just like a great team, a great treat requires quality and variety. And that's what Three Spoons Yogurt brings to the table with their self-serve frozen yogurt and an array of delicious toppings. For a winning combination, visit Three Spoons Yogurt in Huntsville. So as always, friends, settle in for an East Texas showdown where Bulldogs football, it's not just a game, it's the heartbeat of our community. Go Bulldogs! Broadcast coverage this season, as always, presented by our friends at Walker County Federal Credit Union. They are your full-service community credit union serving Walker County since 1957. We'll step aside, take a break. We're just under 9 minutes until kickoff as we continue our Three Spoons Yogurt Countdown to Kickoff. This is New Waverly Bulldog football live tonight on the SHN Sports Broadcast Network. Stay with us.
Waverly Bulldogs football fans, looking to beat the heat? Three Spoons Yogurt in Huntsville has got you covered. Located at 1524 11th Street in Huntsville, Three Spoons Yogurt is the proud supporter of your very own New Waverly Bulldogs. With a mouth-watering selection of flavors and a rainbow of toppings, Three Spoons Yogurt offers the perfect treat for any Bulldogs fan. Don't miss out on any of the frosty fun. Follow them on Facebook at Three Spoons Yogurt Huntsville TX for all the latest scoop. So when you're craving something cool, remember, the only thing cooler than the yogurt at Three Spoons is being a New Waverly Bulldogs fan. Hey there, New Waverly Bulldog fans. Need more space for your growing trophy collection, or maybe a little spot to relax after the game? Or maybe you need a shelter for farm animals or your RV? Look no further than Cabins and More of Texas. We offer the highest quality portable cabins, sheds, barns, steel structures, and more, all manufactured by the most respected names in the business. Perfect for storing football gear, setting up a fan or a man cave, protecting outdoor toys or equipment, and so much more. Worried about cost? Well, don't be. We offer flexible payment options, including financing with approved credit and no credit check, rent to own. You can even get pre-qualified in just a few minutes without affecting your credit. Find Cabins and More of Texas in Riverside across from Talent's Barbecue and in Carthage in the HEB Shopping Center. That's Cabins and More of Texas online at CAMOTX.com.
Howdy, New Waverly fans. Are you ready for some Bulldog football? Robert Lindeman here with Hit Solutions Realty. Dreaming of a place that feels unmistakably yours? At Hit Solutions Realty, we bring you home. Our mission, to guide you every step of the way, ensuring you find that perfect piece of property that whispers, welcome home, every time you step in. Whether you're diving into the market to buy or ready to pass on your cherished space, our expert team stands by your side, turning the process into a seamless journey. So, ready to make a move? Contact Hit Solutions Realty. Let's get the ball rolling and bring you closer to your dream home. At Hit Solutions, we recognize that every star should have its time to shine. In that spirit, Hit Solutions Realty is thrilled to back New Waverly football, wishing them a season as bright as the stars. For more information, visit HITTSS.com.
Welcome back, friends, as we continue our Three Spoons Yogurt Countdown to Kickoff. Did not have a chance to get with Coach Dean Schaub. Normally we talk to Coach Schaub on our Cabins and More of Texas pregame with Coach Schaub. Again, did not have that opportunity here tonight, so we did want to give Cabins and More of Texas a shout-out, though, and we appreciate all of their generous support. That's our good friend Adrian Hunter at Cabins and More of Texas. Well, friends, tonight we look back at a game for New Waverly. We'll go over it real quick. They're 0-3 to start this 2025 season. They lost the first week at Teague. It was a 39-7 contest there. Then lost at Orangeville, just right off the Louisiana border, 45-9. And then finally getting here at home, a 3-game homestand for these New Waverly Bulldogs. They lost to Crockett just a week ago right here at Bulldog Stadium. It was 20-11. In that ball game, New Waverly had 4 takeaways but just could not capitalize. And tonight we're hoping to see that run game established early. We've seen a lot of running by TD2 and the Travia Davis brothers, and we'll see how that goes here tonight. We know that we have an extremely capable quarterback and that great arm of the young man for New Waverly that has led this team, the sophomore Ryzen Nunez. And we'll see Nunez here tonight. We've seen a little bit of a switch, not throughout the season, but during each game of the season, where Nunez is taking the majority of the snaps under center, or not under center in the gun, and Jace Card also coming in from time to time as well. So I'm sure that we'll see that continued attack. I did have a chance, though, to briefly chat with some of the coaching staff, and they said look for some of the same that we have seen. But tonight, we're going to see how these Bulldogs respond to a tough one again a week ago, 20-11 versus Crockett here on their home field. New Waverly this year has only put up 27 on the board. They've allowed 104 on defense, and so they're going to have to clamp down tonight and really make sure that they take care of the ball. But last week, like I said, they had 4 takeaways, just were not able to capitalize. Again, allowing 104 points by opponents so far this season. The average of margin of defeat through 3 games, it's just under 25 points per game. The Bulldogs' best scoring output did come here at home against Crockett just a week ago. They put 11 up on the board. The defense, though, has given up 39 or more in 2 of the 3 contests. I'm not harping on them. They're playing up. We've talked about that all season. This is a New Waverly Bulldog team that does play up. They play higher divisions in Division 3. You know, there are 2 Division 2 here in 3A, but they play Division 1 3A schools, and that's called playing up. And they do it for a reason, to get ready for district play that's coming up here very, very soon for these New Waverly Bulldogs. This week, though, versus Huntington, it's the Bulldogs' chance to flip that momentum in front of their home crowd. Huntington, located in Huntington, that's in Angelina County. The school is part of Huntington ISD. They have an enrollment of about 500 students, grades 9 through 12. They're in 3A Division 1, as I talked about. They compete in 9-3A. They're 1-2 coming in, defeating Evadale 44-10. That was their only win of the season, coming right out of the gate. But then losing at Frankston, they were blanked there 59-0. And then they lost to Kuntz just a week ago, 41-8. They have scored just 52 points through 3 games. They've allowed 110 points. Their home field is Red Devil Field, seats about 1,200. And you know, here at New Waverly, they've got a pretty good stadium here. We do. We've got a great stadium here at Bulldog Stadium. If it was full at capacity on the home and the visitor side, we'd see about 3,500 or so here. As right now, you can't see it on the camera there. The camera's not moving yet, but the Huntington Red Devils have taken the field. They're going to be in white jerseys tonight, with the Red Texas logo outlined in black. New Waverly, they will be, I believe, in their maroon jersey. Saw them out a little bit earlier. They have yet to run through the tunnel, so they will be running through their tunnel here in just a few moments. The football team for Huntington, they have historically struggled, just a few playoff appearances, but you know they're coming in hungry tonight. They're known for being a smaller program that often faces depth challenges against stronger 3A schools, even though they themselves play in that D1 arena of 3A. For now, though, we'll step aside. We'll take a break. New Waverly going to come out here in just a few moments. This is Bulldog Football. We'll continue it on the Bulldog Broadcast Network. Stay with us. All right, well, there they are, the New Waverly Bulldogs. They always run in front or kind of come out here and walk in front of the stands of their home team side. And then they will line up to run out of that tunnel here in just a few moments. Do us a favor, let us know that you're out there tonight. I also want to welcome anybody that's joining us here tonight on the Facebook live streams. We are streaming this tonight on Hello Huntsville as well as my personal Facebook stream. We are also on Spirit Radio FM. So we want to welcome in any of you joining us tonight on the Spirit Radio FM app. soon, hopefully, we'll be on 94.3 there in Huntsville. And then also tonight, of course, the traditional way that many of you join us is on the YouTube feed. Do us a favor if you're joining us wherever you may be tonight, comment in. If you're on the social media feeds, let us know that you're out there. We would love to hear from you tonight, and let us know where you're listening from and, again, who you are cheering on. Let's go down to Kevin Edney real quick, our public address announcer, as he is calling a few things here. I think the New Waverly Bulldog team getting ready to run through the tunnel. Here they come. Waverly running out on the field. They'll go down to the end zone and take a knee for a prayer here in just a few moments. And the kickoff will be moments away. We'll continue on with the Three Spoons Yogurt countdown to kickoff. It's New Waverly tonight, week 4, hosting the Huntington Red Devils. We'll be right back after this. Stay with us here on SHN.
You've been listening to the Three Spoons Yogurt Countdown to Kickoff. Bulldog football is presented by Walker County Federal Credit Union, your full-service community credit union.
Back at it here. We'll have our country's national anthem. We'll head back down to the field now.
And our national anthem will be directed by Mr. Chase Mixon. He's the assistant band director of the Bulldog Band. He served in the Army from 2008 through 2012 and served a tour in combat in Iraq. Our respect for our country, our citizens, and those who fight to protect it. Please rise and remove your covers for the playing of the national anthem.
Looking for a car you can trust? Come on down to Charlie's Used Cars in Huntsville. We're not just another dealership, we're a family. For 50 golden years, we've been serving your community with quality pre-owned vehicles and unbeatable customer service. At Charlie's, you're not just buying a car, you're joining a legacy. Visit our virtual showroom to explore our vast inventory, each car complete with detailed information and pictures. Got questions? Our professional sales staff is here to guide you in every step of the way because your satisfaction is our mission. Discover why at Charlie's Used Cars, it's not just a deal, it's a relationship. Visit us online at charliesusedcarstx.com.
Captivating plays and crushing hits are on the menu. It's showtime on the Bulldogs Broadcast Network. Welcome to New Waverly Bulldog Football. Live from the Hit Solutions broadcast booth, here's the voice of the Bulldogs, Rob Hipp.
Welcome back at it, friends, as the team right now, both of them meeting there at center field. Traby Davis, the second, number 2, one of the team captains alongside number 12, Jace Card. Number 28, Jackson Hathorn. And number 23, Otto Wineland. And we're about to get started here in just a few moments. Kickoff about to happen.
Has won the coin toss. They have elected to defer their choice until the second half.
And I believe for the first time this season,
Huntington has chosen to receive
New Waverly will kick off to start a ball game. Have not seen that so far this season. As far as I can recall, that New Waverly will start on defense to open up here tonight. You see the high fives going on down on the field. Ryzen Nunez, the sophomore quarterback, giving a low five down to Jackson Hathorn. This coaching staff ready to rock and roll. Had a chance to say hello earlier to assistant coach Aaron Compton. He's down there clapping on this team. And we are excited about everything happening here tonight, as we are moments away from kickoff here in New Waverly. Got a special guest making his way up to the booth. Man, I had to go take out a second mortgage on my house for this guy. And we'll let him catch his breath for a minute. Great to have him in here tonight, and it is our great friend. What a privilege, man, to be joined by the great Easton Droddy. Coach, good to see you, man.
Good to see you, man. Good to see you. I am tickled to death to be here. We played last night, so.
Well, hey, hold on. We got to do this real quick in the hit. There he is, Coach Droddy. Good to have you on tonight, man. Coach Droddy is now at, let me say, if I'm saying this wrong, is it Harleton?
Harleton, yes,
He's
sir.
down in Harleton, just there in Northeast Texas, offensive coordinator, among many things. Here's the kickoff, and we're just underway in the sunshine. It's caught at the 15, left hash mark to the 20, and brought down there about the 20-yard line. That is where Huntington will get the start tonight. I know you're coming in hot, my friend. How are things been going, Coach?
Not bad. We started district play last night, played the Beckville Bearcats over there by Carthage, and we lost 30-6. But we got a winnable one next week. We're playing Big Sandy, so we need to get on the board in district play.
Awesome,
yes,
man.
Sir.
Have you been up in the booth before?
Yes, sir. I've been in this booth.
Well, I mean on the microphone booth.
No, never. No, sir. No.
No way, man.
Nope.
You already sound like a seasoned pro, brother.
Brand new.
Well, good, man.
Yes, sir.
Well, we miss you over here at New Waverly. We appreciate all that you did, and man, we're excited for you and your family, though, and I know doing great things there in Northeast Texas, man.
Yes, sir. We're having a good time so far. So
this drive's going to start out, I believe, on their own 20 here for Huntington. Little handoff to the left side. The ball carrier Brant Kovar, and Kovar, a nice gain here of about, looks like about 7 yards or so, and it'll be second down coming up here for the Huntington Red Devils. Coach, you were here. I mean, last year this was a great game for New Waverly. They put the smoke on this team last year.
Yes, sir. This was kind of our get right game, our get on track game last year. We went over there. It's not a far drive, but it was our get right game. We really needed it when it came.
Quarterback under center, actually in the gun, my bad. It's going to be a snap to Kovar. Kovar to the left side, 20, 25, and trying to cut the angle. I believe he got there for the first down. We'll see where the official mark is. So good ball movement to start here for these Red Devils. And that spot just shy. He's going to be 1 yard short, which will bring up third down and 1. Coach, you're the OC. I mean, these third down and short situations, really important for a team. 3rd and 2. What's going through your mind right now?
It's defensively, when started out on defense here at New Waverly, but right now we call this the money down. This is where you make your money. Third and short right here in this zone.
D looking to pay up here. The running back leaning forward, and man, I think that little extra gut may have got him the short 2 that he needed. Brant Kovar's been the ball carrier so far tonight, the quarterback, and they're going to mark him right there on the spot. And so, unfortunately, the money doesn't go New Waverly's way. It goes over the Red Devils at the 31.
I've noticed they've been in that little Coach Brennan Marion, that's now the head coach at Sac State, invented this thing called the go-go offense, and they use a lot of that double sidecar formation to help try to out-leverage the defense. They've been in that most of the time. They're not now.
Kovar back under the gun here, has a running back offset to his right hip type formation. He'll get the snap to the right side. Tried to cut back inside on the right hash mark, back towards the center, and maybe a short gain of about half a yard or so, and bring up second down and long. Brother, I'm glad to have you up here, man. Some things kind of happen, and I've been rolling solo. Matt Register had to step back this season after starting a couple to help me out. Ed is now, his son is at Southwestern. And you sent me a text and said, can I come join? I said, man, I would be happy. I have a legend sitting next to me, man.
No.
A legend in the making then, brother.
I was watching I drove down Friday back home to Trinity because Madison's still living there after our game on Friday. And Crockett, I was watching that Crockett game, trying to keep myself awake.
Well, we tried to keep it entertaining, man. Bring up second and long. Here is a handoff to the right side. The 2-2 with it is running is Tegan Farr. And Farr cutting the angle there just across the 40. He may have picked up 11 or so. And that's enough for another Red Devil first down.
If there's one thing I know, Coach Miller's going to figure this out here in a second, and we're not going to see a whole lot more of that. If there's one thing that guy can do, it's freaking adjust a defense.
Chad Miller, the defensive coordinator here at New Waverly. And that ball resting now on the 43-yard line. Yeah, basketball, I love rolling solo, but football's one of those tough ones. And when you gave me that call, I said, come on, man. I would love to have you up here in the booth with me. Bring up first down and 10. Ball on the right hash mark. Kovar in the gun, about 3 yards back. And there may have been offsides by New Waverly. He'll go up the right side a few yards. There was a flag, though, around the 40 on that near sideline.
Number 0, Grant Kovar, brought down by number 23, Otto Wineland.
Otto Wineland in on part of the stop. And it was a false start. Let me ask you a question, all right? So a lot of time, here's where you can help me out, because I'm just a guy that describes what I see. They still let them play through that even though there was a false start. In that situation, I always thought it's a dead ball.
It really depends because it depends on who throws the penalty, number one. So if the umpire or a back judge or somebody calls it, it's almost always immediately blown dead. When the head linesman or the side judge throw it, it's not always. It just depends on who throws it mainly.
And then they kind of converse and say, yeah, that's what happened.
It's like they just threw another one. That receiver jumped over there.
That's going to set them back 5 more. It moved it back, by the way, to around the 37 or 38-yard line.
The main reason they'll blow it dead is if they feel like it's going to hurt, like it's going to have an effect on somebody negatively, like somebody's going to get hurt.
Well, that's going to set it back, too. So back-to-back penalties here. What was a first down and 10 in great field position around the 43 now brings up first down in Huntsville from around the 33. It's a pretty good little quick 20-minute drive back over to Huntsville. For you, though, what, man, 3 hours almost, 2.5?
It took me. I left early. My big Coach Drotty covered my my last period, so I was able to cut out about 30 minutes early. And,
there you go. Boy, look at Kovar here across the 40, 45, 50. Back the other way, 40. He's got nobody. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Take that to the bank. 70 yards just about by Brant Kovar in for the Red Devil score. My, oh, my. We'll call it 67-yard run by Kovar. That's been one area this year that New Waverly's still working on, and I know that Coach Miller's working with them, but there's been a lot of ground game given up, but these guys are working hard, and I've always been a believer of this, Coach Drotty. If that's going to happen, get it done in the first few minutes,
yeah, no doubt.
And then move on.
No doubt. Looks like they're going to run the gate right here.
Yeah, here's a little gate. This one too high up, and it's incomplete, and a 2-point conversion, no good. We'll step aside. We'll take a break. We are here in the Charlie's Used Cars. First quarter, 7:24, and on the first possession, the Red Devils strike first. We'll be right back after this. Stay with us. This is New Waverly Bulldog football on SHN.
Looking for a car you can trust? Come on down to Charlie's Used Cars in Huntsville. We're not just another dealership, we're a family. For 50 golden years, we've been serving your community with quality pre-owned vehicles and unbeatable customer service. At Charlie's, you're not just buying a car, you're joining a legacy. Visit our virtual showroom to explore our vast inventory, each car complete with detailed information and pictures. Got questions? Our professional sales staff is here to guide you in every step of the way because your satisfaction is our mission. Discover why at Charlie's Used Cars, it's not just a deal, it's a relationship. Visit us online at charliesusedcarstx.com.
The first quarter is brought to you by Charlie's Used Cars. Here's Rob Hipp.
Alongside Coach Easton Andrade. Appreciate him hanging out with us tonight here up in the Hit Solutions broadcast booth. Moments ago was a drive for the Huntington Red Devils. Started on their own 20. They go 67 yards on a run by the quarterback, Brent Kovar. 6-0, two-point conversion, no good. With 7:24 to go here in the Charlie's Used Cars First. Here's the kick, short one over at the 20, filled at 25-30, left hash mark, room 35. Still on that left hash and up near the 40-yard line. A nice healthy return there by Khalil Major. And that'll be good field position here starting out for the maroon and white.
It is really hard for me to believe that Khalil Major is a junior in high school. When I got here, that kid was a 7th grader. Man.
So here we go for New Waverly. They're going to mark them on the 38-yard line. Ryzen Nunez, the handoff in the backfield, and coming back across that left hash, I believe it was Major. It was with a short gain, maybe 3 or 4 across the 40 up to the 42. That's one other young man that I've been so impressed with is Ryzen Nunez, just a sophomore, and has not allowed any adversity to get in his way. In fact, he's turned that adversity into prosperity as a young man.
No doubt.
We've been seeing a lot this year with Ryzen out there for several snaps, and then we'll see Jace Card come in, and we'll see if that continues. Here's Nunez in the gun. High snap, throwing the flat to the right side. Has his receiver across 45 and spins his way into a first down to Red Devil territory. A nice catch and grab there by New Waverly.
Ryder Armstrong, I think.
Number 7, Ryzen Nunez completes the pass.
Yeah.
And Ryder Armstrong. Armstrong in his way there into Red Devil territory. That's enough for McGillberry Mechanical Heating and Cooling first down at the 49. Always want to get that momentum going early here on your opening drive and moving the chains. New Waverly now with 3 down to the left, 1 up top to the right. There's a handoff. Major across the 45-40, trying to get there. That second little oomph got him to the 39. That's enough for another first down.
That's a great call into the boundary over there, or away from the trips more rather.
Boy, they marked it back a little bit more. I thought he got to the 39. They're going to say he actually went out at the 41. So just short of the first down, but you're in a second and manageable situation. Got a few options here on second and short.
No doubt. I wouldn't be shocked if they took a shot of some kind right here, but we'll see.
Trips down to the left, 1 receiver up top to the right. Nunez stands in the gun around the 46-yard line. Here's the snap.
Yeah.
And it's Armstrong again, zigzagging his way, 35-30, still on his feet across the 25, and just outside the 20. Oh, baby, what a run. Khalil Major making a major impact early here in this ball game.
If there's one thing you can really tell that Huntington is respecting right now, it's the speed of the Bulldogs right now. They're committing 4 over 3 over here to these trips, really, when you look at it. It's leaving a light box for Khalil to get that.
It's a young man over these last couple of games. We've seen him start to get more touches here. TD2 was getting him early. Now Khalil Major has stepped up. Here it is, first down. And once again, Major on that right hash, still finding light across the 20, 10, 5. Oh, baby, it's a touchdown! Khalil Major from 23 yards out. Didn't even have to get in the end zone. He just went right past it, Coach. And New Waverly is on the board. We're tied up at 6 apiece.
Man, awesome. Yep, only a matter of time before they break loose right there. Even front, they're committing 3 to that trips over there. It's going to leave them real short over there all night unless Huntington adjusts to that somehow.
Nathan Dippery set the hold for Trey Sherwin. The extra point try, trying to break this tied ball game at 6 apiece. Here's the snap, the hold by Dippery. Kick off the right toe, through the uprights, and good. And New Waverly takes a 1-point advantage, 7-6 with 4:41 to go. There is some laundry down there on the field.
I believe Huntington was offside right there. So
I saw on that right side, yeah, it looked like they jumped. So they're going to wave that off. And, yep, waved off. 7-6, New Waverly with the lead. We'll take a brief break. Stay with us. This is New Waverly Bulldog football on SHN Sports. We'll be right back.
You can trust? Come on down to Charlie's Used Cars in Huntsville. We're not just another dealership, we're a family. For 50 golden years, we've been serving your community with quality pre-owned vehicles and unbeatable customer service. At Charlie's, you're not just buying a car, you're joining a legacy. Visit our virtual showroom to explore our vast inventory, each car complete with detailed information and pictures. Got questions? Our professional sales staff is here to guide you in every step of the way because your satisfaction is our mission. Discover why at Charlie's Used Cars, it's not just a deal, it's a relationship. Visit us online at charliesusedcarstx.com.
Moments ago for New Waverly, a drive that started on their own 38. A lot of running by Khalil Major, and he capped it off on a 23-yard touchdown run straight into the end zone. The extra point kicked by Trey Sherwin. Good. 7-6 is your score. New Waverly with the lead with 4:41 to go. The Charlie's Used Cars first. That is your Double Dave's Pizza Works scoring drive recap. Double Dave's Pizza. Get it while it's hot.
I don't think we have a Double Dave's in Longview, but I could go for some pizza rolls, man.
Here is that kick. A short one takes a bounce to the 20 and off the ankles of a Red Devil at the 15. He'll try to recoup some of those yards and not going to get much. He's dropped around the 20. Good defense or special teams. A few players down there as well. And saw Roger and Buckner down there as well, I believe. So a great job by special teams, and that'll start right dead on the 20 for Huntington. Their last drive, that 67-yard run by the quarterback Brant Kovar. But they go for two. I thought that was, kind of they were just trying to get out to it early there on that swinging gate. Were not able to convert and find themselves down by one.
That was a great job on that gate play down there, too. Luke Dahl breaking that up.
Here we go, Kovar in the gun. He'll stand on his own 15, takes the snap. Oh, yeah, it's Kovar to the left side, trying to still cut the angle back, and boy, he may have not got back to the original line. We'll see where he was marked down.
Yeah, they did a really good job that time. The Bulldogs not giving up the leverage right there. Not giving up the leverage.
And so, if anything, it may have been a very short, minimal gain or a loss. I think he's going to lose one.
I think he lost a yard there.
Yeah, 2nd and 11. It's one of those where you cut the other way about 8 or 9 and you just can't find the edge, and now brings up 2nd and 11. Good job by the Bulldog defense. They'll stack him up front here. Kovar in the gun, handoff, direction back to the right side to the 20. Flags fly in the backfield. 25 brought down on the play after a run there. Luke Dahl is starting to get his name called here tonight.
Oh, yeah.
May have been a hold back in the backfield, though. We'll see what the call is.
Number 5, Luke Dahl.
I couldn't see who that was outside, but they did a really good job at getting under that counter pull and spilling that so Luke can make the play out here, stretch it out. This field is 100 yards long, end zone to end zone, but it's 53 1/3 wide. So from hash to hash, it's a lot shorter to run. Make them run sideways.
We got a personal foul.
I'm wondering if Coach Schaub is still out here in the lawnmower taking care of this bad boy. He was the one that was always mowing it, right?
Oh yeah, no doubt on that. So we have there's a real mower, like a golf course mower here, and the difference is crazy because our field's pretty nice grass surface. We don't have a real mower. They have a real mower here, and the difference is nuts. It's one of those little coach things, Rob, that you learn to be like, oh my gosh.
Where's the mower at, man? Mm-hmm. Looked like it was a personal foul there. 15-yard variety. You'll take Huntington all the way back to the 10. So now they're facing a 2nd down and about 20 or 25.
Oh, go get him.
Almost got him back in the back. Here's a pass over the left side and incomplete at the 20-yard line. How about that pressure up front? Good coverage there. I think Max Tomczak was in on the coverage, but give that defense credit. They put the pressure there on Kovar.
I know Jackson was – I was texting Jackson Hathorn earlier today, actually, and I know he was really excited about this game, playing in front of the homecoming crowd. It's a big deal when you're a senior man playing in front of that homecoming crowd.
And you talk about the fans here. One thing that Bulldog Stadium has never shied away from is New Waverly shows up at home.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I think a lot of what's doing that, not just this team, but that ice cream trailer over there, brother.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go on 3rd down and about 20. Run on the left side and going to be stopped in the backfield. Again, the Bulldog defense is starting to finally say, you know what, we figured this bad boy out. You're not going to get ahead.
No doubt. Like I mentioned it earlier just kind of in passing, but Coach Miller is one of the best in the business, I feel like personally, of making those adjustments right there.
Back to punt. Number 9, Jackson Toller. Back deep for your Bulldogs is number 3, Nathan Dipper.
Ooh, not a very good punt.
Punt's going to go short here. This thing's going to drop around the 40. They get a little benefit of the roll, though, as it drops up to around the 44-yard line. So great field position. We're going to go ahead and keep things right here. And this will be a great opportunity for New Waverly to come back and add some more insurance here, leading 7-6 with 2:33 to go. You know, when the phone rings and it's the wife on the second call, I got to answer that one.
Oh, yeah.
She, it's tough for me to be out because we got 2 little ones. My wife is a nurse, and so she works pretty late. So I've actually hired a babysitter from church. She comes and gets the kids on Fridays, Coach. Well, my wife was saying, where are the pull-ups? She said, did you remember the pull-ups?
We got here, our son is 5 months old now, and we got here and my wife was like, I don't know if I grabbed, we have a push to start, and that's the first experience. Who is that? Is that Travia? Let's go.
This is TD2, it is. Up TD2, spinning around. And a little boot scooting boogie up to the 32-yard line. It started out on the 44, and that's enough for McGillberry Mechanical Heating and Cooling first down.
Yeah, that was an absolutely I'm gonna make you tackle me run right there, me versus you. But anyways, Rob, we might need a ride home. I don't know where our key is.
Oh no. Here is Ryzen Nunez, one back to either side. It's going to go to TD2. And a nice play, but unfortunately there gets stopped up. The Red Devils able to get their way through. About 3 were there on TD2. Maybe got back to that original line of scrimmage. Looked like it was originally going to be a loss, but that athleticism of that young man prevented that loss and got him back to the original line of scrimmage.
No doubt. Anytime you can get kind of stuff right that on the play side, cut it back against the grain, and get back to the line of scrimmage, being on schedule is so imperative in games like this.
TD2 will line up to the left hip of Ryzen Nunez, trips up top to the right, one receiver, Lone Ranger down to the left. It's 2nd down and 2 from the Huntington. Called about the 32. Nunez, 2-step drop back, throw over right side, down. This one should be a flag.
He's going to say it was too far out of bounds.
That's why I like having you up here because, I'm a fan. So
me too.
I'm going to be like, that should have been a flag. But then Coach Trotty immediately was like, no, that's pretty good coverage.
And honestly, if it's a little more inbounds, they probably do throw that flag. But I think because the ball was out of bounds, they're not, that's tough for them to give out there. It's an uncatchable ball, really.
And I always love on these refs, man. These guys come in, they don't get paid a whole lot to do this. They do it for the love of the game. So here we go. It is a handoff here. Check that out. Khalil Major able to break through one across the 30 to about the 28-yard line.
Yeah, we actually played Thursday last night because of the Tyler chapter of officials having a little bit of a shortage. So our whole district elected to play on Thursday to help out with that.
The ball's sitting here around the 28, and this would be about a 45-yard field goal. But you're kind of in that no man's land right here. New Waverly going to go for it on about 4th and 6. Trips up top to the right, one receiver down to the left. And now a little bit of a flinch by New Waverly, and that's going to drop them back 5. But, I mean, you're still in that position. I think here you're going to go for it anyways, right?
Absolutely. I think so. If there's one guy I'm trying to get the ball in his hands right now, it is Nathan Dippery. I want to see the ball in his hands on 4th and long right here somehow.
Luke Dahl is lined up down to the left side. Up top to the right is Wesley Brinkley. There'll be trips down here, and there is Dippery in that triplet package. He's going to be that 3rd receiver if you count them. 1, 2, 3 from the left. And here we go on 4th down and 11. Nunez drops back to the 40. Great protection. Throw over center. Flags fly. And that's going to be a 1st down for New Waverly. How about that?
I think Rison saw that single high coverage right there and knew Wesley was going on that post route, and as soon as he saw that contact, I think he knew where he was going because it was either going to be PI or Wesley was going to come down with that ball. That was a good decision right there.
The call on the field is a holding against the defense.
So it is a hold against the defense. Automatic first down for New Waverly. We saw this last week. New Waverly, the defense did great. 4 takeaways. They weren't able to capitalize on those 4 takeaways. A lot of times, obviously, you're plus in that turnover battle. There's a pretty high ratio you're going to get the dub. But a lot of teaching moments for this Bulldog team last week. They came out, worked hard during practice. They said, look, if we're going to do that tonight, we've got to capitalize. But so far, 2 drives, and they're looking good here.
No doubt, and they're also eating a little bit of time off the clock, keeping the defense off the field.
Here is
Khalil go.
Yeah, on that right side of the 20, he's going to be smashed out as the time runs out. And it's 7-6. That'll wrap it up in the Charlie's Used Cars first quarter. It's New Waverly 6, the Huntington Red Devils 6. 7-6 your score. We'll take a break. Stay with us. Second quarter action coming up when we come back here on SHN. Stay with us, please.
And fans, that is the end of the first quarter.
Needs to be done right. Trust the experts at Slot Construction. Serving Southeast Texas since 2005, Slot Construction is your leader in site prep work. From clearing land and building new roads to constructing ponds and underground utilities, they prepare and deliver with precision and efficiency. Whether it's for your home or your business, Slot Construction has you covered. Visit slotconstruction.com to learn more about their full range of services. SLOTT construction.com, where quality meets commitment. Second quarter action is brought to you by Slot Construction. Let's return to TJ Garrett and the voice of the Bulldogs, Rob Hitt.
Well, TJ not here this year. I gave him a little shout out right there. There's a reason I have that button red, but TJ's moved to Waco.
Oh.
So tonight it's Coach Easton Drawdy here on a Friday night. They played last night in Harleton, and that will take us here again to the Slot Construction second quarter. We appreciate Slot Construction doing a lot of great work here for both residential and commercial construction, site prep, and forestry services in Southeast Texas. Turn to Slot Construction. They've been your reliable partner since 2005.
A little tight bunch formation down here.
Yeah, here we go for New Waverly as they'll go now from right to left. Nunez pressure in his face, throws over right side, has a man, caught at the 10, eludes one defender, bouncing back. It's Kenton Reese with some Reese's Pieces, baby. Open up the chocolate wrapper. The Bulldogs back in the end zone. Put a little peanut butter in that, baby.
Man, what a throw, what a catch, what a run right there. Man, it's really good to see Kenton Reese in the end zone. Scored our last touchdown, or our first touchdown of the year last year at home.
I may call that one about 21 yards or so. Nathan Dippery set to hold. Trey Sherwin set for the kick. It's 13-6. And trying to make it 8 here. Here's the snap, the hold, right toe to leather, end over end. Beautiful kick. This one is good. And New Waverly leading by 8. With 11:48 to go, just 12 seconds gone in the Slot Construction second. We'll take a break. New Waverly Bulldog football continues on SHN. Stay with us, friends.
Ready for some Bulldog football? Robert Lindeman here with Hit Solutions Realty. Dreaming of a place that feels unmistakably yours? At Hit Solutions Realty, we bring you home. Our mission, to guide you every step of the way, ensuring you find that perfect piece of property that whispers, welcome home, every time you step in. Whether you're diving into the market to buy or ready to pass on your cherished space, our expert team stands by your side, turning the process into a seamless journey. So, ready to make a move? Contact Hit Solutions Realty. Let's get the ball rolling and bring you closer to your dream home. At Hit Solutions, we recognize that every star should have its time to shine. In that spirit, Hit Solutions Realty is thrilled to back New Waverly football, wishing them a season as bright as the stars. For more information, visit HITTSS.com.
New Waverly football action continues on the Bulldogs Broadcast Network. Now back to the Hit Solutions broadcast booth. Here's the voice of the Bulldogs, Rob Hitt.
New Waverly there tried to go for the onside, and they kind of gave up on it for a minute. That would have been a live ball. And, boy, it's going to be great field position here by the Red Devils.
Yeah, Trey doesn't do that very often at all. He's definitely kicking himself over that. He's going to be fine. I think they were trying to go for the old pass onside right there, try to get it up and have somebody run underneath it.
So moments ago for New Waverly, a drive that started on the Red Devil 44 is capped off by about a 21-yard pass from Ryzen Nunez to Kenton Reese. 14-6 your score. Again, 11:48 to go here in the slot second. That is your Double Dave's Pizza Works scoring drive recap. Third possession of the night for the Red Devils. They will start in great field position on the New Waverly 39. Kovar stands in the gun, trips tight formation to the left. There's a handoff, 40. Trying to get back around, 35, and cornered out of bounds. Good push there. Jace Card was in on it alongside a host of Bulldogs.
On the tackle is number 30, Gage Rulo.
They're going to give it to Gage Rulo there as the official one that's going to get credited with that tackle. Went out of bounds just in front of the 35. They'll call it the 36. So only a 3 or 4 yard gain. We'll call it 3 from up here in the hits booth. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looked like a little pin and pull right there, try to get somebody out on the edge. They, again, did a good job stretching it out right there, defense.
Landon Segrist, part of a triplet package, far up to the right, one receiver down here to the left. On 2nd down and 7. Man in motion from right to left. And the quarterback's going to keep it here, able to avoid the turf monster across the 35 and up to around the 32-yard line. Thought he was going to go down for a moment, able to regain his composure. And a good run right there by Brandon Kovar. Still, though, brings up 3rd down. Here's your money down, Coach, 3rd and 3.
Money down. They did a good job right there. They blew the initial play up, and instead of giving something up big, everybody stayed disciplined and stayed home. Manners did not give up a big play right there. That's a really big deal.
Well, if you put your money on the 1% chance that Sam Houston's going to win tomorrow and they pull that off, you're going to make a lot of money. I'm rooting for the Bearcats, but that's going to be a tough task down in Austin tomorrow.
No doubt.
3rd down and 3. Ball on that left hash mark. Kovar in the gun, and they're going to whistle this one before it got started. And I'm seeing a false start movement here from or a timeout. Yep, timeout called by the Red Devil. Let's keep things right here. We've been moving fast, man. I need to take a quick breather. It's been a good opening plays here for New Waverly. Coach, we only went through 2 possessions in that first quarter.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Time of possession dominating right there by the Bulldogs, I feel like, other than the first drive that Huntington had ended in 6 points. But it's always good when you can keep defense off the field, keep the offense on, control the pace of the game.
We'll pop over here. Oh, man, look at that. You can't even see in here now. If you're on the radio broadcast, you don't get to see this. If you're on the audio only, let's see if we can. See, this is fun. I get to produce as well, man.
It's like we're in a haunted house.
Oh, look at that, man. That bad boy got bright. There he is. There he is, Coach Easton Drotty hanging out up here in the hits booth with us tonight.
I heard it was blackout and I actually wore this shirt to school today, so I was like, I don't even have to run by the house to throw another shirt. Good stuff.
Here we go. It's 3rd down. Huge defensive opportunity. New Waverly's got 4 stacked up. Kovar all alone, but he'll pass in the flats to the right side. 40. Nowhere to go. They're going to slam him down. Oh, slam-a-jam-a-mama, nowhere to run. And how about that, a loss on the play to bring up 4th down and long.
Yeah, they came out in a similar formation, except it was 3-by-1. They called the timeout. They were bunched, and then they came out 3-by-1 spread, so they must have not liked the alignment, wanted to try to spread it out. But, man, Colin Nampkin really kind of brought the noise right there, coming second to the ball. That was awesome.
Great opportunity. Wineland coming in, getting the credit for the stop, and it's going to bring up 4th down and a long 8. That ball now resting on the right hash mark at the New Waverly 37. 4th down. Here we go. It's 4th and 2. Tight formation. The snap, the run to the left side. New Waverly's on it, trying to cut the edge to the 40. Not going to get there. He's down. He's out of bounds. And the New Waverly Bulldog defense coming up huge. TD2 and company with too much there on that defensive play.
Just an absolute relentless effort right there by the senior. That's awesome.
So a turnover on downs will bring up the 3rd possession of the night for New Waverly. 9:47 to go here in the slot construction 2nd quarter. We'll keep things right here. Coach, Easton Droddy up here with us. He's now at Harleton in Northeast Texas alongside your father. That is such a cool dynamic, man. Getting to be there with your dad. I know your sister's there in school. Man, that's what it's all. Think of the memories that you're going to be able to go back and tell.
Yeah, especially because, like I said, my son's 5 months old now, and, you know, getting to, let's go, Nate.
High snap, pass in the flat. There's Dippery. 40, 45. Dippery close. He may have got 9. And a nice catch and run on first down.
Man, like I've always said, he ain't as big of a minute, but that guy can play some football right there. He's got that thing you can't coach. He's got that extra little twitch, that extra gear. You can't coach that. He's a special kid. Great kid, great in the hallways, great in the community. Love seeing that guy with the ball in his hands.
They did give him 9 yards this drive starting out on the New Waverly 37. And they can get the first down. Or beg your pardon, on the New Waverly 32. They can get the first down, I believe, on the 42. Nunez in the gun. Wide trips down to the right. One receiver all alone up top. Doesn't matter. Here's the handoff. And the Red Devils here easily read that one like a children's picture book. And loss on the play. That's going to go to the 45. Bring up third down and a short 2.
Several Red Devils.
I didn't get a good picture of what how the defense lined up. It looked like they had an extra little hang player over there to the, was that 44? I didn't really get a good visual on that. But
yeah, he kind of came up through that right gap, it looked like. And this will bring up third down and a short 2. Yeah, congratulations, man. I know your little boy, 5 months old. And y'all have what, 2?
No, his first one.
Oh, that's your first.
Man,
that is awesome, brother.
And like I always say, it's I'll let this get off real
Here
quick.
we go, 3rd and 2. And a little misdirection here. Khalil Major's going to go back for a major loss. Boy, tough there for Khalil. They're going to give him the forward progress, though, at the 40. But still, he's going to lose some big yards. That'll bring up third down and a long 6 for New Waverly.
I'm going to be interested to see kind of the personnel packaging that goes in right here on. But, yeah, I always say my dad's been a coach my whole life, pretty much. I grew up in a field house, and man, it's going to be really cool raising my son kind of the same way. Like, I'm so excited about it.
I think that's actually 4th down, and so New Waverly looks like they're going to be forced to punt this one away. Nathan Dippery set to punt this one. He's standing around his own 30. Low snap here. Dippery, oh, look at the trickeration. Right side, Dippery, 45, 50, first down, 45 the other way. How about that for special teams? A little trickster Halloween coming early, baby.
Let's go. I love the call, man. I like homecoming, 4th and long, your own territory. I love it. That's awesome.
A little knock-knock, trick-or-treat. Look at me and my fast feet, baby. Nathan Dippery doing it there. And the first down, that's a big Gilberry Mechanical Heating and Cooling first down to the 44 of the Red Devils.
Man.
And now here's New Waverly. Very tight formation, trips there, 4 wide, 3 up top to the left. Here's a drop back, pass over, incomplete at the 40. Flag, though, as Nunez goes down hard. There may have been a little extracurricular there on Ryzen Nunez on that defense, popping him down. Roughing the passer's the call.
Yeah.
That is a 15-yard penalty.
A little 15-yard variety there. We'll take that one.
Yeah, no doubt. That's going to set them up real nice here. In this high red area right here, playbook is wide open. As you get closer, you kind of get condensed and you have less calls. But right here, the playbook is, you can do whatever you want from this high red zone.
Right there at the 29-yard line. Ball is on the right hash mark. New Waverly moving from left to right. 7:48 to go here in the slot construction second. Bulldogs with the advantage 14-6. Ryzen Nunez remains the quarterback. Have not seen Jace Carr tonight. How about splitting 2 defenders and the running back across the 25? Boy, he made a little magic Mike going on down there. Slipped right through 2 defenders. And it's Khalil Major with another big run. How about that? He could have been stopped right there, and he just slipped right past those 2 defenders coming at him.
He's got a little wiggle in him. You know, when I got here, he was a 7th grader. Believe it or not, Rob, he played left guard for the 7th grade squad. He was a pulling guard for the 7th grade squad. And then his 8th grade year, he moved to running back. And that was whoever made that decision, it wasn't me, was a good one.
I wish we could draw on the monitor. I'd put a circle right here on Kenton Reese, right side. That's going to be a false start by New Waverly. They got a jump a little too early, I believe. It is false start. That'll set it back 5.
Yeah, no doubt. You got to think right now.
There's a false start on the offense.
Yeah, how do we get that where we can draw on this thing?
Telestrating?
Yeah, we need to get that, man.
Yeah.
Second down.
That should be a requirement. If you have a coach sitting with you as an analyst, he needs to be able to draw on that screen. The 5-yard variety is going to bring it back to the 29-yard line. First down and 15, I believe. Although they haven't moved it back yet. What's going on here? Maybe they waved something. No, he was already up there. It was. I beg your pardon. It was first and, yeah, it's going to be second down and 10. That moved it back 5. It was second down and 10. There's a run here by Ryzen Nunez, breaking through defenders, spinning around, and he's finally leveled, drilled at the 25. But I love the heart of a champion there. And he was able to pick up maybe 4 or 5 to bring up third down and long.
Really good job by the sophomore right there, not panicking. Not panicking. Don't throw the ball up. Don't take a sack. Just get what you can. Great job.
I got to give those big guys up front a little credit, too. Eli Mata is up there. I know we don't get to call their names a whole lot. Thomas Mosley. It's a pretty big offensive line. They have been protecting Ryzen Nunez very well here tonight. Those big fellas need a little loving. 2 receivers up top to the left, 2 down to the right. Dippery is down there alongside Kenton Reese. And we're going to see a timeout here called by New Waverly. We'll take it with them. It's 14-6. Bulldogs in the driver's seat. 6:18 to go here. And the slot construction second. We'll be back in a moment. This is New Waverly Bulldog football on the Bulldogs Broadcast Network. Stay with us.
When you've got a serious project that needs to be done right, trust the experts at Slot Construction. Serving Southeast Texas since 2005, Slot Construction is your leader in site prep work. From clearing land and building new roads to constructing ponds and underground utilities, they prepare and deliver with precision and efficiency. Whether it's for your home or your business, Slot Construction has you covered. Visit slotconstruction.com to learn more about their full range of services. SLOTT construction.com, where quality meets commitment. Welcome back to New Waverly Bulldogs football, presented by Walker County Federal Credit Union. Here's Rob Hipp.
Back at it, friends. Rob Hipp alongside Coach Easton Drawdy here tonight, hanging out with us in the booth. We appreciate him. It is third down and about 7 or so. Here's Nunez, pass over right side and just knocked out. Good defense. Give that young man credit.
Fantastic coverage right there, man.
Was looking in the direction of Dippery, and that was a great swat by Kaysen Oliver, the junior, knocking it down.
Kaysen Oliver.
Yeah, he threw a great ball. Dippery ran a great route. That's just really good coverage. Sometimes you get got, Rob.
That's it, man. I get got more than I got get, buddy. See, here we go. I told you, Trey Sherwin can knock these in. You're talking about from 20, 25 or so. And so you're looking at a 42-yard field goal try. It's on the way, and it is good! Trey! How about that for Trey Sherwin? For Trey, 42 yards in between the uprights. Man, that is a great luxury to have in 3A2 football.
Absolutely, and he had that was no doubter. That was awesome. No doubt.
And that will extend it. We'll keep it right here, 17-6. So for New Waverly, a drive that started on their own 32. And I hope I got my math right, but I'm going to say about a 42-yard field goal by Trey Sherwin. And remember, that was all set up, by the way, by that fake punt on 4th down where Dippery runs it about 15 yards, kept the drive alive, and set up Sherwin to get into field goal position. That is your Double Dave's Pizza Works scoring drive recap with 6:06 to go here in the slot construction second.
In the 4 years I worked for him, that's always been kind of Coach Schaub's staple is we're going to be pretty good. We're going to be as good as we can be on special teams.
Here's Sherwin after the field goal. Here's the kickoff. Look at that boomer. This one's going to take a knock in the end zone, and there's no wind to carry that. That's a windless kick for the winning kicker. And that will go out of bounds. We'll go ahead and keep it right here. Hey, do us a favor. Many of you are joining us tonight, whether you're on the Facebook streams, maybe you're on Spirit Radio FM out of Huntsville, or maybe you're on YouTube tonight. Send us a text. The Bulldog fan text line is open. Maybe you got a shout out for Coach Strati. Send him one. We'd love to hear from you tonight. And if you got a shout out for the players, you can text us at 512-522-9105. Again, that Bulldog fan text line is open. We always love to hear from you. 512-522-9105. Also, if you're from the Huntington side, I know many of you probably are watching. We want to welcome you in. Even though we broadcast for New Waverly, we always want the visiting teams to feel welcome as well. So here we go. The Red Devils will now move from right to left, trailing 17-6. They'll start from their own 25. There is a man in motion. Keeper here by the quarterback, and he's dropped in the backfield. A loss on the play, almost back to around the 20. There is a little bit of laundry, though, on the 23.
I think they're going to get him for illegal motion because I thought that guy was on the line of scrimmage. You can go in motion when you start on the line of scrimmage, but you have to step off, reset yourself for a 1 count, and then go in motion. So I wonder if that's what this call is going to be. But great job, Dub Simmons, staying home on the reverse right there.
It's a false start on the offense.
Yeah.
That penalty was.
They're going to decline it.
And we're at a tough angle, but like I said, I think that guy was on the line of scrimmage and went in motion, which is, false start.
Procedure on the offense.
Yeah, legal procedure. Yeah. You're right, Coach. And do you flip to second down or do you replay first here?
If we declined it, it should be
flip to second. Yeah, they haven't flipped it there.
Maybe because there it goes, it flipped.
Here's another run here. The keeper by Kovar to the left side, 20, and he is met by several Bulldogs coming up at the bottom of that. Getting the angle was action, Jackson Hathorn.
Yeah, they went back to that little double sidecar formation that they were running at the beginning, trying to get leverage, and they did not that time.
Luke Dahl in on the stop as well. Want to make sure to give all those young men credit. They work hard during the week. Some substitutions on that right side for the Red Devils. Ball is resting on the 21-yard line, 17-6, 5:15 and counting here in the Slot Construction second. Two receivers down to the left, two spread wide up top to the right. Quarterback Kovar in the gun, running back behind him. He'll hand off to that back.
Good job,
and again,
Jackson.
Meeting a host of Bulldogs. Nowhere to go. Boy, the kennel is closed. You can't come in.
Yeah, the senior Jackson Hathorn really turning it on right now, really bowing his neck. He's not giving him an inch.
On the tackle, number 24, Dub Simmons, number 28, Jackson Hathorn.
Ed Watto chiming in and saying we're sounding awesome, and he said hello to you, Coach.
Hello, Mr. Watto. Good to hear from you, man. I need to make it down there to Georgetown.
I've got another text about pull-ups. The dad duty, brother. See, you're doing it right, man. Don't wait till you're 40. Man, you're doing good, Easton. And now a whistle here before the punt gets off. And a timeout was called by New Waverly.
My dad always picks on me because he's like, I almost had 3 of y'all by the time I was your age. And I was like, well, not us, Dad. Sorry.
Of the half, they have 1 remaining.
1 timeout remaining here for New Waverly. We'll keep things right here. Again, that fan text line is open. We'd love to hear from you tonight. Appreciate Coach Easton Drotty for hanging out with us up here in the booth. Coach, how many years were you over here at New Waverly?
So I was here for 4 years. I was the DC my first 2 years, and I was the OC my last 2 years here. 4 years. It's, this is not my hometown, but it's forever. New Waverly's forever going to have a special place in my heart because, here I became, at New Waverly, I became a fiance, I became a husband, I became a father, I became a father-in-law. I mean, not a father-in-law, brother-in-law, and uncle. So a lot of life changes here in New Waverly.
Man, praise God for that. I know you've been blessed, brother.
No doubt.
And more on the way, man.
Yes, sir.
Here we go. High snap. Punt is on the way. Boy, almost got a hand. TD2 was almost in his face. Here's another short punt, but it will once again take a nice roll for the Red Devils. That thing is going to sell to the, looks like the 48. The line judge over here is on about the 46 or so, but it looked like it was about the 48. 17-6, 4:11 to go here in the Slot Construction second quarter. And we're just going to go ahead and keep things right here. Sometimes we flip to a break, but so far been impressed by this New Waverly defense. Those first couple of drives kind of set the tone for this ball game early. The offense is responding as well, and it's always good when that defense gets the help of the offense. The defense goes out, plays a good series. The offense rewards the defense for their efforts, and it's just a nice will that is running tonight here for this New Waverly team.
No doubt, complimentary football.
And it will start here on their own 48-yard line. New Waverly does. Here is a run. Major left side, 50. And he's across the 50 to around the 48-yard line or so. A nice little gain on first down to bring up second down and long.
Number 12, Jace Card, stepping in at quarterback right here.
That's what we were talking about earlier. We see a lot with Ryzen Nunez through about the first quarter and a half or so, and then it seems like they bring Card in to give Nunez maybe just a little bit of a rest. Jace Card, very capable athlete as well. It's good to see him out there getting these snaps, wearing the number 12. He's a junior on this team. Two receivers down here to the right. Card has a running back to his right hip. And now in motion is Dippery. The pass to the 50, Dippery in the flat 40, and he goes out of bounds. The flag flies late. There's a couple of flags there.
Yeah. You know, that was actually a pretty good job by Ryder Armstrong. Had his hands inside and was driving him. He just kind of hit him with the hip toss right there at the end. They're always going to get you for that.
The hole there's going to bring him back, and Dippery gets a little pat on the chest from his teammate, Ryder Armstrong, and Ryder telling him, hey, man, I'm sorry. It's going to bring it back to the 44-yard line, back in New Waverly side of the field here to bring up second down. Looks like about 14 from up here.
It's always a big deal, Rob, as a coach when you're getting when your receivers are getting holding penalties, because that means they're blocking. That's always he was kind of wearing them out, is what I'm trying to say.
One receiver spread right down to the right here for New Waverly. Luke Dahl trips, stacked up to the left, and flags fly here and a false start by New Waverly.
Offensive penalty on the play.
Talked about that momentum, and these are those ones that kind of stall that momentum at times.
5-yard penalty.
I'll try to clean things up here. That ball goes back now to around the 38-yard line to bring up, looks like about 2nd and 20.
Yeah.
I guess the good, I always try to find the good. You know me, Coach. I try to find, it could be second down and 50, and I'm going to try to find something, say, you know what, at least it's second down and not third down.
Absolutely. And you know what? You got an opportunity to run the next minute and a half off the clock right here if you want, not give them another possession.
And New Waverly will get this ball to start the second half for the first time this season. And now Coach Saab is going to burn that final timeout. Didn't like something that he saw. He jumped onto the field. He's having a talk here with Jace Card. And we will take it with him. We'll be back in 30. This is New Waverly Bulldog football live tonight on SHN. Stay with us. All right, here we go. Second down and 20. New Waverly burning their last time out, but they're leading here 17-6. 2:58 to go in the Slot Construction second quarter. Jace Card remains the quarterback. He's in the gun. Look for the pressure coming from the defense. They break through the line. Here's Card going to the left. He's drugged down. That's a collar.
Oh, my gosh.
That is a collar. Oh, man.
Or a face mask or something. That did not look right.
That's maybe the angle.
Yeah.
You get a better angle when you're down there on the sideline as the coach, right?
Yeah.
You're up here, and you think you would get a better angle. But now you're facing, my goodness, well, see, I shouldn't have said anything about 3rd and 50 because you're about third down and
You could just about run a 747 right down there for a runway and land it if you had to.
We're gonna bring in Southwest Airlines on this one. Bring up third down and quite a bit here. They got to get all the way back to around the 40 on the other side of the field. They're chased back to the 25. Here's a little lob. This is going to get back some of it. Here's Dippre. Dippre breaking through 45. He almost got back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
How about that? That's going to set him up for a good punt here.
No doubt. Great call on the screen right there. You got to think third and forever, they're going to put the ball in the air. So Huntington's bringing pressure, and you beat them with the blitz right there, throwing a screen. Love it.
You didn't get that Southwest Airline jumbo jet, but you did get the regional carrier in there to at least get back some of it.
The puddle jumper, the little. You ever been on one where they walk you down to the tarmac?
They're scary, man.
Oh man! First time my wife and I flew to Lubbock. I hate flying, and she didn't tell me that that's the kind of airplane we were going to be on. And so we walked out there on that tarmac, and I almost turned around.
It's scary, funny, you get on this big passenger airplane with propellers. And we flew on one when I was at North Dakota State for the basketball team, and it was a bumpy ride.
If I see a propeller, I am turning around. I'm not going to lie to you.
Bring up fourth down and long here. About 4th and 13. I mean, we were facing about a third down and 35 or so, or 40 at least. And that was a great little screen pass to Nathan Dippre to pick back a lot of that. This should bring up a great punt opportunity here for New Waverly. Here's a low snap. Dippre this time not going to fake it, takes a punt, does take a roll in New Waverly's favor. Still rolling down the mountain, and she'll drop around the 16 or 17-yard line. That's exactly what, well, it's not exactly what New Waverly wanted. Obviously, they want to go down and score, but if you can't, that's a good punt and great opportunity here for the defense to hold them with 1:51 to go.
No doubt. Huntington doesn't have to panic right here by any means. They've got two timeouts in just under 2 minutes.
They're going to start their 5th possession of the night on their own 16-yard line, trailing by 11. By the way, this is the most points the Bulldogs have put up all season. Last week they put up 11. That was their highest offensive output of the season, so they've already eclipsed that by 6 with a score of 17-6 as they are over Huntington right now. Again, 1:51 to go in the slot construction second quarter. Kovar is still out there as the quarterback. Tall young man, easy to spot him. He's got his running back offset to his hip as Jaden Flores. He'll hand, no, he passes in the flats to the right side. Trying to break through a defender, and a good job there. Kenton Reese able to get a little bit of a hit on there, and that allowed his teammate to come up and get a stop. Only a gain of 1 on that passing play.
You just can't give up the big play right here. You can give up a little couple chunk plays, but with under a minute and a half now, just can't give up the big one.
And it doesn't look like Huntington's in any rush here to do much. They're taking their time coming out of the huddle, the clock running down, 1:20 and ticking, and it's 2nd down and 9. Here is a run on the right side, and maybe a short gain again. This one up to around the 20 or so, and now a timeout called by the Red Devils. We'll keep it right here with them. Again, 17-6 your score, 59 seconds to go here in this slot construction second quarter. Rob Hipp up here. We'll flip back over to the Hit Solutions broadcast booth. Give our buddy Robert Lindeman a good shout out. Well, hey, all season been presented by Walker County Federal Credit Union. They are your full-service community credit union, serving Walker County since 1957. I want to thank our friends at Three Spoons Yogurt. We're Bulldog fans. Come to chill. Cabins and More of Texas. Find your perfect space with Cabins and More of Texas. You can find out more at camotx.com today. And a big shout out as well to Nelson Amias Collision Center, where honest work meets community focus, keeping Walker County safe and smiling since 1999. We'll give a shout to one more here. Our good friend Robert Lindeman of Hit Solutions Realty. Hit Solutions, helping to instruct the stars to shine. We bring you home. Appreciate all of our supporters for helping to make this coverage possible again this year. We'll go back down to the field. 59 seconds to go here in the first half. Huntington with the ball, trailing 17-6. They've got it on a 3rd down and about 7. Stopped in the backfield. Slam them down, baby. That's a drop all the way back to the 15-yard line. They handed it off over to Flores, and they put the floor on him. Nowhere to go.
I think they're going to call their final timeout right here.
Cedric Polhamus in on the stop. And that loss, Coach Strati will take them back 4th down and 11. Well, this gets interesting now for New Waverly. They don't have any timeouts left. This clock stops at 44. Obviously, Huntington's going to have to punt this thing away. But you're going to have a little bit of time here to try to drive this ball down the field and put a little more damage on the board before halftime. And you get the ball back to start the third quarter.
And they haven't punted the ball very well on the Huntington side. They've gotten it off well, but they haven't really gotten a lot of distance on the punt. So you got to assume at least you're going to have pretty decent field position right here for sure.
I was waiting to hear that. But wait, there's more.
Yeah. So, but I'm interested to see what Coach Kaufman over there elects to go for right here. You think you got to punt. If you trust your defense, maybe you try to put a shot up, but and just say, hey, they don't have any timeouts. They can't score in 44 seconds, but it looks like they're going to punt.
Coach Kaufman, the offensive coordinator as well for this Huntington team. Does that make things challenging? I've always wondered that from a coaching perspective as the head coach and also the OC. We see it sometimes in the pros as well. A little short punt.
Yeah, let it go,
right.
Bubba. Let it go. Let it go.
Yeah, and this thing's going to bounce backwards the opposite way to the 25. Sherwin's already in field goal position. But wait, did this bounce off of a New Waverly player? I hope not. I mean, that thing took an awkward bounce. The officials are talking this over. I mean, it's going to be a tough break for New Waverly because they were going to be set up in perfect field position. Sherwin's already in field goal range.
No doubt.
Officials still talking it over. I couldn't see from up here what happened. It was far here. Here we go.
Oh, man,
Wow.
I wonder. I couldn't see. You know, one of the goofiest rules in football to say is you can get blocked into that punt as the return team. You can get blocked into the punt and touch it, and it's a live ball. I've never really understood that. Maybe one of those old holdovers from when the game was older, but I don't know.
Well, they call that like a Sunday blue law?
Something like
blue
that.
law of football.
Yeah.
Well, it don't open up at HEB until noon.
You know, Coach Kaufman had the skill players huddled up over there longer than the line. The line came out and got in the huddle, and he had the skill players. So I wonder what we're gonna see right here.
Yeah, and look, the New Waverly coaching staff, boy, there's still a lot of confusion trying to figure out what's going on here. All of the New Waverly coaching staff is still out there on the numbers right now as they're getting set to go back into play. The officials, though, are huddled up once again, trying to figure this one out. So where I miss having our buddy Ty Stutler. He did sideline for us last year. Now, young man, he goes to Huntsville High School, but he's actually playing football at Huntsville High School now. So he said, sorry, I can't be there this year. I said, well, just ask Coach Mavis over there. Maybe he'll let you off, on Fridays to come do sideline report. Let's see what the officials aren't even going to discuss here. I think we're just going to go back into it. They are having a discussion with Coach Schaub.
If there's one thing that Coach Schaub and Coach Miller know, it is the rules on special teams, and so I'm sure it has something to do with maybe they're saying, I don't know, because I don't, not a special teams guy.
Yeah, they're still out there. I mean, this is the officials having a chat. I wish we had some communication with our camera guy up there. I'd like to zoom in. You a good lip reader, Coach Strati? We can maybe figure out what they're saying.
No.
It's definitely not to the favor of New Waverly, whatever it was.
Yeah. Defense is going to bow their neck right here. They're not going to give much up. If I believe one thing, it is that.
Jace Card's going to kind of hang out there in the secondary pretty far back just in case. 33 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's a pass. This one is too low, and it's incomplete. And I think it's a new quarterback out there right here on this series, if I'm not mistaken. It's hard for me to see from this angle. Let's see. Nope, it's still Kovar. Incomplete pass to bring up second down with 26 seconds to go. No timeouts for either team here. I'm surprised that they're I mean, you got to go a long way. You're at the 24 here.
Yeah, I wonder. They're going to throw the football right here.
You got to be careful. I mean, New Waverly, you throw the football here or you let it loose, there's still some time for New Waverly to get some extra yardage. Here's Kovar again. Kovar to the left side. And he's going to heave this one up in the air, and it is incomplete at the 50. Looking in the direction of his receiver down there, that was around the 50-yard line. It was Jackson Tolar.
Ball falls incomplete.
Great coverage right there.
Third down for the
Luke
Red
Dahl
Devils.
and Jace.
Third down, 16 seconds to go. New Waverly leading 17-6. We are here in the slot construction second quarter. I mean, this is, I don't know, this is kind of football to start. It gets fun and interesting for me because you're 16 seconds, no timeouts, first half. New Waverly can get the ball back possibly. I mean, on fourth down, you can't take a knee. And that's going to do it because they do pass. He caught it. That will run the clock down now.
Yep, they're not getting in a hurry to kill it either. Yeah, it's going to run out for sure.
Well, we say that. 2-1. They did. I don't think they got. I don't know. Did they? Are they going to say that he got that off with a second to go?
Nope. Yep. He's calling the half.
They waved it off. So there we go. First half. I like the theatrics there at the end. 17-6. New Waverly comes out strong here in the first half. And we'll have a 28-minute halftime. We'll step aside. We'll take a break. We'll break it down that first half on the Nelson Ameyas Collision Center halftime report. And then you'll get to enjoy the sounds and the sights of your New Waverly marching band. Stay with us. Again, that Nelson Ameyas Collision Center halftime report coming up when we come back. This is New Waverly Bulldog football on SHN. We'll be right back after this.
That needs to be done right. Trust the experts at Slot Construction. Serving Southeast Texas since 2005, Slot Construction is your leader in site prep work. From clearing land and building new roads to constructing ponds and underground utilities, they prepare and deliver with precision and efficiency. Whether it's for your home or your business, Slot Construction has you covered. Visit slotconstruction.com to learn more about their full range of services. SLOTT construction.com, where quality meets commitment.
The first two chapters have been written. Where do the Bulldogs stand at the half? It's time for the Nelson Ameyas Collision Center halftime show. Here's Rob Hipp.
Well, friends, we are at halftime here in New Waverly, Texas at Bulldog Stadium. Time now 8:06 p.m. Central, 27 minutes and ticking at halftime. Welcome into the Nelson Ameyas Collision Center halftime show. And what a show it was for New Waverly as they took care of business in that first half of play. We'll flip it here inside the Hit Solutions broadcast booth along with Coach Easton Drawdy. Coach, welcome in. Thanks for hanging out with us up here tonight. Both teams touching the ball at least 4 times. One thing that stood out to me in that first half that we talked about, the first quarter, the time of possession was absolutely long for everyone that was up, everyone that was there. And then really both teams taking advantage tonight, but New Waverly, the one taking full advantage, leading 17-6.
Yeah, no doubt. Huntington had that really good first drive right there, and if you adjust within the game within the game isn't on the field. It's in between those coaches' headsets down there, and New Waverly's got some of the best to do it. I truly believe that. So, never a doubt.
Wanted to start here with this. Again, both teams touching the ball at least 4 times. Huntington got it 5 times in that first quarter. It was a drive for Huntington, started on their own 20, a 67-yard run into the end zone by Brant Kovar. At that point, 6-0 at the 7:24 mark. That early run tonight, I was worried. I'll be honest. I was worried that may set the tone. But give New Waverly defensive coaches credit. They said, no, we're not. We've picked up on this. We didn't see too much more of that as this game went on.
No doubt. No doubt.
You go into the first possession for New Waverly. They start on their own 38-yard line. They respond to that. That's what you got to do. If you're if the other team's going to score, how are you going to respond? They respond with a 33-yard touchdown run. That was by Khalil Major. At that point, 7-6. You go into the second possession for Huntington, started on their own 20, and then that's where the defense for New Waverly started really hammering down. It resulted in a punt. Then you move into the second quarter. We're only through 2 possessions, not even through 2. 1.5 possessions. We're into the second quarter.
No doubt.
It started out for Huntington on their own 20. Again, they punted. New Waverly has it on the Huntington 44. There's a 21-yard pass to Kenton Reese. Extra point kick was good, 14-6. Then you go to the third possession for Huntington. Started on the New Waverly 39. Turnover on downs on that one. The third possession for New Waverly starts on their own 32. That was the one where Nathan Dippery, I just love the call on special teams. The fake punt gets about 15 yards. That set up Trey Sherwin for the 42-yard field goal.
Yes, impressive leg by Trey Sherwin right there. He's worked over the years. He's worked really, really hard, and it's really awesome to see that pay off for him.
A couple of punts were traded, and then Huntington gets it back. Unfortunately for New Waverly, they would have had it around the 25-yard. That could have been another opportunity for Trey Sherwin to put him up even 3 more. But unfortunately, as you said, sometimes you get pushed into the back. It's one of those kind of let's change the blue law of football, if you will. But the possession on that punt, it stays with Huntington, and they try to do something, but the clock runs out. But the good news is New Waverly is going to get this ball to start the third quarter of play.
Absolutely. You would have liked to have doubled up right there. But the most important thing is they didn't break. You know, you can bend a little bit, you can have a mistake, but if you don't break, you're going to win a lot of football games. They didn't break. Now they have an opportunity to get the ball back, drive it down, and go score coming out of the half and really put the nail in the coffin.
Well, that again is your Nelson Amaya's Halftime Collision Center halftime show. 17-6, 23 minutes to go. We'll let you enjoy the sights and sounds of the Huntington band, and then New Waverly will be followed by that. We'll take a break. Stay with us. More to come. This is New Waverly Bulldog Football live tonight on SHN.
High stepper manager is Emily Grintham. Honor guards are Drew Bell, Kieran Bertrand, Elijah Bryan, Evan Rogers, Jackson Strait, and Huxley Charlotte. High steppers are under direction of Miss Miranda Clifton. Ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime entertainment, Huntington ISD proudly presents the Huntington High School Red Devil Band. The band will perform a military marching drill in preparation for UIO Region 21 Marching Contest. The band's program includes Precision Fanfare by Arena, Freedom City by King, and Independencia by Hall. The band is led on the field by Senior Drum Major Bradley Hamilton. Now, Huntington fans, let's show some Red Devil pride while the band plays the Huntington fight song. This concludes our halftime presentation. This week's outstanding marcher is Bentley Smith. The Red Devil Band is under the direction of Deb Turrentine and Taylor Young.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's homecoming halftime ceremony. We're excited to honor the 2025 New Waverly High School Homecoming Court. Please give a warm round of applause for the representatives from the freshman class. Freshman representatives, Miss Kinsley Foster, escorted by Ty Swearingen. Kinsley plays volleyball and cheers. She is a member of Beta Club and the Gifted and Talented program. She loves staying active, being creative, and exploring new places. Ty plays quarterback for the JV Maroon football team. He also competes in basketball, baseball, and track. He is a member of the Texas High School Bass Association and loves fishing and playing golf in his free time. Kinsley Foster and Ty Swearingen. Sophomore representatives, Miss London Marshall, escorted by Mr. Max Tomzak. London was nominated for New Waverly Athlete of the Year and MVP for girls track last year. And she also competes as an All-American cheerleader and varsity basketball player. She is a member of the National Honor Society and Beta Club. In her free time, she volunteers at a retirement center and enjoys outing with her family. Max competes in baseball and football. He enjoys hunting, fishing, welding, and auto mechanics. After high school, he plans to get his degree in agricultural mechanics. London Marshall and Max Tomzak. Junior representatives, Miss Addie Bostic, escorted by Mr. Otto Ryland. Addie is a junior who shines in club volleyball, student council, and advanced culinary. She loves hanging out with friends and family and can't wait to chase her dream career in real estate or nursing and play volleyball at the next level. Otto plays varsity football and baseball, and outside of school, Otto works at the Mata's feed store in town and enjoys fishing with his family and friends. After high school, he plans to pursue a degree in biology from Texas A&M. And now your 2025 Senior Homecoming Court. Starting first with Miss Lauren Alexander. She is escorted by Jennifer and Dave Alexander. Lauren has participated in varsity wrestling, varsity cheer, varsity cross country, and FFA. She is the class of 2026 media secretary and a member of student council. Lauren plans to study health sciences to become an ultrasound technician through Sam Houston State University. Her favorite New Waverly tradition is Mr. Cole wearing jorts at the student-faculty volleyball game. Miss Lauren Alexander. Next up is Miss Kaden Fortune. And she is being escorted by Misty and Adam Fortune. Miss Fortune participates in volleyball and softball, and she is a New Waverly cheerleader. One of her favorite hobbies is baking. Her favorite school tradition is the senior versus staff volleyball game. Miss Kaden Fortune. Next is Mr. Colin Conover. He is being escorted by Chris and Cherise Conover. Colin plays varsity baseball and varsity golf. He's also a member of the Bass Club. Outside of school, he likes to hunt and fish. Colin plans to attend Sam Houston State University for business management. Colin Conover. Next is Miss Allison Smith. She is being escorted by Rachel and Freddie Smith. She has been a varsity cheerleader for 4 years and has been involved in FFA for 3. Outside of school, Allison works at Honey's, a local coffee shop, and enjoys spending her time with friends and family. After graduation, she plans to pursue a degree in nursing at a 4-year university. Her favorite school traditions are pep rallies and performing the school song. Miss Allison Smith. Next is Mr. Ben Dossie. He is being escorted by Christina Dossie. He plays football and competes in powerlifting. He is also a member of FFA and student council. In his free time, Ben enjoys fishing and hunting. After high school, Ben plans to attend college for a business degree. Mr. Ben Dossie. Next on the senior court is Miss Kalina Wilson. Kalina is being escorted by Krista and Jeff Wilson and brother Trevor. Kalina is involved in one-act play, UIL, and art club. She is also involved in UIL film and is a yearbook editor and photographer. Outside of school, Kalina loves writing poems and taking pictures, along with spending time with friends. After graduation, she plans to attend Texas State University to study sports medicine and work toward becoming a pediatric physical therapist. Miss Kalina Wilson. Mr. Jackson Hathorn. Jackson is being escorted by Kaylin and Brian Norvell and Jared and Amanda Hathorn. Jackson plays varsity football and baseball. He is also a member of the Bass Club. Outside of school, Jackson likes to go hunting and fishing with his friends. After his senior year, Jackson plans on continuing his football career and studying construction science. Mr. Jackson Hathorn. for the moment we've all been waiting for, the crowning of the 2025 New Waverly High School Homecoming King and Queen. This evening, our crowns will be presented by last year's King and Queen, Casey Dippery and Allison Phillips. Your 2025 New Waverly High School Homecoming Queen is Ben Dossie. I apologize. Homecoming King is Ben Dossie. That was a full call. Homecoming King. And your 2025 New Waverly High School Homecoming Queen is
new this season, NFL.
Allison Smith. Another round of applause for your homecoming king, Ben Dossie, and homecoming queen, Allison Smith. Congratulations to our entire homecoming court, and especially to our new king and queen. Thank you to all the students, staff, and families who helped make this night so special. Let's hear it one more time for the 2025 New Waverly High School Homecoming Court.
The Nelson Amaya's Collision Center halftime show continues. Now let's return to Rob Hipp.
We're back at it here in the Hit Solutions broadcast booth. We are about 2:22 away from the third quarter getting on. I just had some Redbird Creamery ice cream, man. I'm all amped up now after having that ice cream. We're about to get started here in just a few moments again with the third quarter coming up. Third quarter brought to you by the Oak Ridge Disciple House. Friends, we still have sponsorship opportunities available. We would love for your support. There's some additional equipment that we want to buy, some replay stuff and some other things, and your generous support not only helps us be here and call these games, but also adds on equipment. Every year we try to add on something new, and this year we've done some new graphics and things, but we really do want to get a replay system, and so any support that you can offer to help continue these broadcasts and continue to improve them would be much appreciated. And here is the New Waverly Bulldogs running out on the field right now. They've got the lead 17-6 as we are about to wrap up the Nelson Amaya's Collision Center halftime report. We'll step aside, we'll take a break. Second half kickoff coming up when we come back. This is New Waverly Bulldog football live tonight on SHN. Stay with us.
Struggling with addiction or know someone who is? There's light at the end of the tunnel, and it shines bright at the Oak Ridge Disciple House. As a 501c3 Christian ministry, they are dedicated to helping men aged 18 and older rebuild their lives free from the chains of drug and alcohol addiction. Be reminded, there's always hope, always a new beginning. Discover your fresh start with the Oak Ridge Disciple House. Proud supporters of Bulldog football, because just like the Bulldogs, the spirit at Oak Ridge stands strong. Find out more at oakridgedisciplehouse.com.
The third quarter is brought to you by the Oak Ridge Disciple House. Here's Rob Hipp.
All right, friends, back at it as we get rocking and rolling here. Third quarter brought to you by the Oak Ridge Disciple House. They're a 501c3 Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addiction. If you or someone you know needs help, there is light at the end of the tunnel. And friends, that light can be found through the Oak Ridge Disciple House. I want to welcome all of you, too, that are joining us on Spirit Radio out of Huntsville this evening. New Waverly set to receive the ball here as we get underway in this Oak Ridge Disciple House third quarter. They've got the lead, too. The Bulldogs do 17-6. And the kickoff coming up here in just a few moments. It will move from right to left. Not sure what the holdup is here. It's taken a while to get this thing in action. First two quarters of play in the books. Halftime in the books. Nice prom night here tonight in New Waverly, Texas. And offensive coach. Oh, I'm so used to talking to head coaches. Offensive coordinator, Easton Droddy from Harleton, back on the call with us. Good to see you, Coach.
Man, that was like church. You try to sneak out for a minute and you got to talk to 10 people. So.
All right, well, here we go. This will be the fifth possession of the night for New Waverly. Short kick takes a roll, takes a hop, fielded just inside the 20. Over to the right side, it is Khalil Majors. He's going backwards, trying to cut around the angle to the 20 still. 25, puts a hand on the ground, and he goes out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So it will be a tough hill to climb here for New Waverly, but we've seen them all night tonight on the offensive side do great work. They're going to continue that momentum here in the third quarter. 9 seconds gone. They're leading 17-6.
No doubt. You get to start with the ball right here. You get to control the pace of the second half of the game coming out, set the tone. Big deal starting with the ball right here.
Jace Card will lead them back onto the field to start this second half. Travia Davis II. Didn't see a lot of TD2 in that first half of play. He's in there now. from the 21. Here is a handoff to TD2, and he'll keep those big wheels churning up to near the 30-yard line. A healthy gain on first down.
This is a nice little counter GT right there. Travia really trusted it, sticking it in that A gap after that kick and that wrap by the guard and tackle. Good job right there by those backside tackles and guards.
Got to get up to the 32-yard line for the first down. And boy, he picked up about 7 there. Brings up second down and a short 3. And I would imagine New Waverly's going to take their time in these huddles, run some clock with that lead, 17-6. They'll move from left to right. Here's a handoff again. TD2 ping pongs back to the left side. Still on his feet to the 35, trying to get to the 40. Has enough for McGillberry Mechanical Heating and Cooling. First down up to around the 36-yard line or so.
Looks like there's a little bit of laundry on the field over there on that far sideline.
Yeah, this one may be coming back. May not be a McGillberry Mechanical Heating and Cooling first, and it won't. They're going to step this one back. More than likely, there was a hold on that left side.
In my book, that's a first down right there. We'll call it.
Yeah, we'll just pretend this didn't happen.
That's a 10-yard penalty marked off from the spot of the foul.
How cool is it for you? I mean, just to get a night off, you know? It's kind of and you get to come watch football instead of coaching it. That's pretty cool, man.
It's not bad at all, let me tell you, especially getting to come watch these guys. We, my wife really, Coach's wife, really wanted to come watch tonight.
I love it. 2nd and 9. Here's a little delayed pitch over to the left side. Travia Davis drops it. I think it's picked up by the Red Devils. That's tough. It is. Davis dropped it. It was picked up by the Red Devils around the 15. So the first takeaway of the night will go to Huntington.
Just a little speed option right there to the wide side of the field. Correct read. I think he was playing the quarterback all the way, but the pitch relation at Harleton, we're actually running the split back veer triple option, so that pitch relation is extremely important, and it looked like Travia might have been a smidgen close right there, allowing that one guy to play both of them.
Well, a tough break for New Waverly and TD2. He'll come back, and we'll see the defense back on the field, who played very well. They only gave up 6 points. It was on that opening drive, and since then they put the hammer down.
No doubt.
But this is great field position for Huntington. They will start on the New Waverly 17, so they're already in the red zone to start their opening drive here of this second half. Here's Kovar trying to shimmy his way inside. He stopped only back to the original line of scrimmage. Great job by New Waverly. A couple of Bulldogs when their Dub Simmons popped up out of there. He may have not been the initial one, but that's the number I saw pop up.
Yeah, no doubt. Defense is playing lights out at the moment. I know it's only second down of the half right here, but man, they're just freaking being relentless up front right now on the defensive side of the ball.
Gage Rulo in on the stop as well. 2 minutes gone here in the Oak Ridge Disciple House third. Under 10 to go here in the third, 17-6. Huntington trailing. They've got the ball, though, in the red zone, moving from right to left. Here's Kovar again, same play. And this time, maybe a couple of positive yards. He'll get back past the original line of scrimmage, and flags will fly late here at the end.
Yep, I think that's going to go against the Red Devils right there. You know, exact same play, pretty much different formation. They kind of went tackle over. They had 2 people on the sidecar to the right of the quarterback trying to out-leverage everybody.
Yep, unsportsmanlike. Offsetting. So, offset and replay, right?
I am a homer.
Huntington looked like they were ready to take it. They went back 10 yards.
Yeah, I think everybody's probably really surprised that was a offsetting penalty right there. Now, I'm biased, but it is what it is.
Ball's resting on the 15-yard line. Bring up third down. Thought it was second. I'm not paying attention. We'll just call it what we see over there. Third down and 9. So a good opportunity here for the Bulldog defense. 4-man rush up front. Here's the run to the left side. And a tackle coming to the left. How about that right there for Travia Davis II? He said, I may have fumbled the ball, but I'm going to get back on defense and try to redeem myself. And there he was on that play. No gain to bring up 4th down and 9.
Man, that's the beautiful thing about 3A Texas high school football. You give the ball up on offense right there, you fumble it, you make a mistake. But guess what? You get to go back over there on defense and play defense and make a play.
It was actually a 1-yard loss to bring it back to the original line of scrimmage. This would be a 33-yard field goal try from here, but they don't appear to line up to be in that situation. So they're going to go for it. Huntington will here on 4th down and 10 from the 16. Kovar on the gun, running back to his left hip, looking to pass. Juggles through one, pass over, corner. He stopped. Stopped on the play with a few yards to spare. And great job by the New Waverly Bulldog defense. It was TD2. The man who lost the ball redeemed himself with two big plays on that, 2 big tackles on that drive to turn it back over.
Absolutely. That's the best thing about this. You make that mistake, you don't let it affect you. You turn around and you go play lights-out defense. It's great football right there by the Bulldogs.
8:28 to go here in the Oak Ridge Disciple House third quarter. The Bulldogs leading 17-6, and they're back on the field for the second time here in the second half. They'll start this drive on their own 10-yard line, moving from left to right. I'm at that age, Coach, where I got to stand up. My knees are hurting a little bit, man. Your knees aren't supposed to hurt when you sit. Here we go. Ryzen Nunez back in there. Hit as he delivers this one, and it's incomplete. He was looking in the direction down there. Who's that young man? Ryder Armstrong.
19.
Is it 19?
19.
Roger Garcia. Haven't called his name this year.
Yeah.
Incomplete it goes. Second down and 10. Well, many messages were coming in to our Bulldog fan text line. Wanted to get to a few of those here when we have a quick break. That line is open at 512-522-9105. Boy, a lot of them here, by the way. We'll get to those here in just a few moments. Is on the right side across the 10. Short gain on the play. It's a quick pass over to Roger Garcia, who we just called a few moments ago.
Looks like Huntington's starting to play a little bit of man coverage right here.
Nathan Dippry's sister Laura in Connecticut joining us. Good to hear the Dippry family on.
7 yards to go.
Watching from San Antonio, I believe. Pear Bear saying, so good to hear Coach Easton on the commentary.
That's my father-in-law.
They in San Antonio?
Hey, yes, sir.
There you go, man. Dodging a couple of defenders. Here's the pass. Heave. Whoa, look at that arm by Ryzen Nunez. It's up and incomplete at the 50. Boy, I love when he gets a chance to take a long bomb, though, man. That boy has an arm.
Yeah, and he threw that rolling to the left away from his arm side. So, who was that? Wesley Brinkley trying to make a play right there.
Yeah, and he comes up hobbling just a little bit. 4th down for New Waverly. They're going to have to punt this, though, from just around the 13-yard line. Hey, also Elijah McCoy joining us, TD2 and TD3's older brother, saying,
Yes.
Go Dogs. Hey, Coach Droddy, still miss playing defense for you. And he said to be blessed.
Man, he was a heck of a nose tackle, that guy was, in our 3-3 stack.
Here's a little line punt. This is going to take a healthy New Waverly Bulldog roll and roll that one down the river to about the 41-yard line. That is where Huntington will have it when we come back. 7:21 to go in the Oak Ridge Disciple House third. It's New Waverly 17, Huntington 6 here on SHN. Stay with us, please.
Struggling with addiction or know someone who is? There's light at the end of the tunnel, and it shines bright at the Oak Ridge Disciple House. As a 501c3 Christian ministry, they are dedicated to helping men aged 18 and older rebuild their lives free from the chains of drug and alcohol addiction. Be reminded, there's always hope, always a new beginning. Discover your fresh start with the Oak Ridge Disciple House. Proud supporters of Bulldog football, because just like the Bulldogs, the spirit at Oak Ridge stands strong. Find out more at oakridgedisciplehouse.com.
Welcome back at it here. Third quarter underway. 7:21 to go. Huntington will have it for the 7th time tonight. They'll start this on their own 42-yard line after the Bulldog punt from right to left. A little run, spinning like a top, and a few yards up to the 45-yard line. The running back there. Good stop by the Bulldog defense. We've called a couple of names tonight. And how about Bobby Gilbert, I think, getting a little stop there if that was the 6'2 out on the field.
Heck yeah.
Nice run there on first down. Going to give about 3 yards to bring up second down and a pretty long 7 from up here in the Hit Solutions broadcast booth. Again, Huntington is trailing. They've got this ball, though, starting on their own 42 up to the 45. A 3-yard, bring up second down and 7. Kovar fakes the handoff. One man coming at him. Pass over left side. Caught, but stopped at the 49. Quick tackle there on the play after that strike was thrown to Braden Kilgore. Didn't see what Bulldog got that tackle, but he was there, Johnny, on the spot, Coach.
Yeah, 3rd and short's going to be right here. That was a really good play design right there, coming back across the formation on that little shallow route. Huntington's got to remember they don't have to be in panic mode right now because it's only the 3rd quarter. They're only down by 12. You don't have to panic. So I'd look for them to probably continue to try to establish a run game right here.
Every time I hear that bell that they play on 3rd down, I think of Baylor University and the PA guy. See, we're blessed to have Kevin Eddings, the Baylor guy. He would always sound depressed on 3rd down. He goes, "It's 3rd down." Yeah. Boy, the Bulldog fans, you can feel it shaking up here. I bet our clock, our camera that's on the scoreboard's bouncing around right now. And Huntington Red Devils are going to call a timeout. We'll keep it right here with them. 17-6 is where we sit. Coach Johnny, I wanted to holler at some more of these sponsors here. You mind reading a couple of those for us? We'll start with the Double Days, man. Let's do 2 or 3 of them there.
I do. Just read it off.
Yeah, just read it off, man.
Double Days Pizza Works. Get it while it's hot.
There it is.
We have some good memories, the Drotti family over there at Double Dave's.
By the way, we're paying royalties for Coach reading these tonight.
Is it
McGilberry? Yeah.
McGilberry Mechanical Heating and Cooling. We offer a complete range of HVAC services for Huntsville, Texas, and the surrounding areas. And it is hot, folks, in the middle of September. Charlie's Used Cars. Customer satisfaction is our #1 priority.
Appreciate it, Coach. I'm gonna give you the full Monty tonight, man. Here in a minute, we're gonna get you on the camera. We'll have you down the sideline,
man,
and then we'll miss you. We're gonna get spoiled because you're not gonna be back. Right here at the 50, 3rd down and a short 2. Ball on the left hash mark. Here we go. Man in motion. Step back to the 42. Pass wide open. 50, 45, 40. And the ball popped out, but he fell right back on it. That was a big hit by TD, too. A receiver, though, able to get it down inside the 40 to around the 38-yard. That was a good play on 3rd and short.
That was a great play. And I'll tell you what really sold it was the quarterback's action, was Brent Kovar's action coming across, selling it, setting his feet, and then getting it across. That was a good job.
Once again, the Bulldog fan text line is open. Maybe you're from Huntington and you want to shout out. You're more than welcome to do that as well. The number's 512-522-9105, 512-522-9105. We'd love to hear from all of you tonight. 1st down and 10 from around the 40. Here is Kovar tracing his way back on that right hash. Flag flies in the backfield, more than likely a hold. He did get it up to around the 35. This one should come back. It will. Quick holding call is what it is.
Holding against the offense.
Coach, who's your pro team, man? Are you a pro footballer?
I'm a Texans guy.
Okay.
I'm a Texans guy mainly because my dad growing up was an Oilers guy. They moved and when I was about 5 years old, the Texans came to town, and so he was like, "Hey, guess what? You're a Texans fan."
Well, I don't know if I should admit it, but I'm a Cowboys fan.
Yeah. Not all of us can be perfect, Rob.
27 years we've been hoping and praying. Although my analyst in North Dakota was a great man, Phil Hansen, a Ring of Honor in Buffalo.
Oh.
And I reminded him that the Cowboys beat him several times. He didn't like that.
Man, I hope.
Jump start here. That should be a false start against Huntington. It is.
I was worried they were going to try to get a neutral zone infraction right there on Jackson, but that's the right call. My wife is a Chiefs fan.
Oh, that's cool. Man, they were on a slid. Right? What happened, man?
All the receiver injuries right now, and in the NFL, when you haven't had to run the ball between the tackles to win games, and all of a sudden you have to because you don't have those weapons, it's really hard to turn that around.
Here we go, 1st down and, about 20 or so now. Here's a quick run by Kovar again. This time he's drilled. behind the 45, maybe about the 43, and another loss on the play. It's going to bring up second down and long. They've got to get all the way to the 30-yard line back on that left side of the field in New Waverly territory. The ball is currently resting on their own 45. That tells you how far they've got to go. 25 yards.
No doubt, and it's only second down.
Second and 25 coming up here for the Red Devils. Big fella heading off, getting a breather there, Ethan Trentum, offensive lineman, and we've got another timeout here.
That's a good timeout that Huntington called right there. With that late substitution, the officials were going to have to hold. If the offense subs, the defense gets a chance to sub as well, so they would have gotten a delay game right there. That's a good timeout so they don't lose more yards.
Timeout is called. We're going to go ahead and keep things right here. Again, want to remind you our fan text line is open. Many of you, too, are commenting in on YouTube. I tend to forget about that every once in a while, but I want to say hello out there to Ty Ramey joining us. Good to see you on today. Hey, I think I know who B. Watto is. That's got to be that's got to be Mr. Southwestern Pirate joining us tonight.
Yeah.
Brody man.
They're turning Southwestern into New Waverly U down there with Jude, Houston Forrester, and now Brody Watto
That's
down
awesome,
there.
Man.
Yep.
That's the first college team I ever had the privilege to broadcast for, Southwestern Pirates. Big shout out to the great coach Joe Austin, who stepped down after many years. He opened the program back up in 2012.
Purveyor of the Texbone offense.
It brings up second down and 25. Here's a little reverse in around pass over right side. It is batted up. Oh, baby! Check out the defense on that play by New Waverly, saying get it away, and there's your man to the Dippery.
Man, Nathan Dippery putting it on the homecoming night.
That ball was bobbing around. I can only imagine Nathan there was saying, catch it. Boom, knocked it away. Ty Smithers joining us as well. Ty, good to see you, young man.
Knox College up in Illinois, I believe Ty is at right now.
Stephen Bradford saying, let's go, Dogs. Number 15 checking in from Pearland, Texas. And here we go on a 3rd and 25. Same little give and go. Kovar. I don't know if that's Kovar. Whoever it was, he went down. I think it was Mason Oliver. This is where I need to put on my eyes so I can see.
Stop behind the line by number 55.
No, it was Kovar. Boy, that 0 turns into an 11 really easily.
It turns into an 11. It turns into an 8. It turns into a 9. It just depended on. Last night there was a 0, and I thought it was 8 all night long. And I'm on the sideline.
So how about that? Another huge defensive stop by New Waverly. Remember, this ball started out on their own 42, and they lost a yard on that, or on the New Waverly 42. That ball went way back.
It almost looked like Cedric got a hand on it right there.
And a good punt here. New Waverly will have it again. We'll go ahead and keep it right here. I wanted to shout out some more folks. Jason Carroll joining us tonight. Appreciate you joining in. Thank you for being here tonight on the YouTube stream. I like the side comments people have on the comment. You know, one time someone told me, disable the comments. I said, no, people like to say hi in there.
No doubt.
Dorian Thomas also joining tonight as well. 7th possession coming up here for New Waverly. They're leading 17-6. And, Coach, here we are again. We're already 10 minutes gone here in this Oak Ridge 3rd. I love it, man. That means I'm going to get to Sonic early tonight.
Man, yeah.
How about that Sonic that opened up here? We hit that up every Friday.
It opened up, and then I decided to leave as soon as it opened up.
Here's
incomplete, call incomplete.
Good pass there by Ryzen Nunez, but immediately incomplete. Trying to hold on to it was Luke Dahl. Bring up 2nd down and 10. New Waverly, by the way, has this ball. They are starting this drive here. Boy, I'm trying to see the sideline down here, and I can't see it, Coach.
Is it the 25?
Either the 20 or the 25. 25 it 25. Is, yeah. So drives have been stalling here in the second half for both sides. We'll see which one gets it first. Here's Ryzen Nunez, a little delayed handoff to his running back, coming back in on the right side. Khalil Major getting some touches again here. Short gain, though. It's going to bring up third down, and looks like 8. Third down and 8 for New Waverly. Jade also joining us. Trent Harrison's older sister, Jade Zerang, watching from Laredo, Texas. Go number 70. And thank you. They even enunciated that for me. Man, that is a broadcaster's dream.
Yeah, no doubt.
Thank you for that, Jade. So here we go. Third down and 8. High snap. I'm going to whistle this one dead before it got going. False start.
Flag on the field.
It's got to stay within ourselves right here, the Bulldogs.
I've just been so impressed with Ryzen Nunez. Now, this is going to be against – no way. You don't see him whistle it dead a lot on the defensive side when they go off. And that's
disconcerting signals, it looks like.
Delay of game on the defense.
A delay of game on the defense. Didn't see that one.
Yeah.
No, talking more about Ryzen, just as a sophomore, what did you guys see in him as a freshman? Because he was out here getting varsity snaps as a freshman.
He was. It was honestly more than anything. It was the understanding of the game. With the.
Here he steps back, pump fakes to Khalil Major, drops this one off on a little screen. Dippery breaks through one, tries to extend his arm forward up to around the 34. He's close to that first down marker.
Go for it.
Yeah, come on. Fourth down and Redbird Creamery trailer. That close.
Yeah, no doubt.
If you're looking at it on a big scale.
So much you can reach out and touch.
Yeah. What do you do here, Coach? If this is you, what do you do here, man?
I'm running, well, we were built a little bit differently offensively when I was here. If it's me, I'm running power to the right behind Ty Smithers. And we're giving the ball to Hunter Henry 100%.
Yeah, I was about to say Hunter Henry. And timeout is called by New Waverly. We're going to take it with them. 49 seconds to go here in the Oak Ridge third. It's New Waverly 17, Huntington 6, and it's fourth down and about half a yard coming up when we come back. This is Bulldog Football on SHN.
Struggling with addiction or know someone who is? There's light at the end of the tunnel, and it shines bright at the Oak Ridge Disciple House. As a 501c3 Christian ministry, they are dedicated to helping men aged 18 and older rebuild their lives free from the chains of drug and alcohol addiction. Be reminded, there's always hope, always a new beginning. Discover your fresh start with the Oak Ridge Disciple House. Proud supporters of Bulldog football, because just like the Bulldogs, the spirit at Oak Ridge stands strong. Find out more at oakridgedisciplehouse.com.
All right, we're building up the drama here. It's fourth down and a little less than a yard for New Waverly. Will they go for it? With 49 seconds here in the third, they've got the lead 17-6, but they're backed up, and they are going to go under center here, Coach. The push, is this the little push-tush?
Yeah, it looks like a little tush-push right there.
Hold on, the officials are running out. They're running right on the 35. I think that may have been just enough. We're going to see. I'm being overly optimistic here.
It's going to depend on the spot.
Come on, spot that ball where it needs to go. Thomas Mosley giving the signal. He wants it, and oh, no.
You got to measure that.
Oh, my goodness.
The ball is marked just short of the first down line.
I mean, I'm looking here, Coach. If it's in front of the line, I'm looking at the marker. It's in front of the line, and that marker is on the line.
That's what I'm saying.
Measure it.
Where they just spot the ball.
I'm looking at it right. I mean, look. Do you see that? The marker, the first down marker, I guess they ran it the other way. Never mind. They've already ran it the other way.
I mean, yeah.
Whatever.
That's tough. You got to think you at least bring them out for a measure right there.
Well, unfortunate for New Waverly. It's turnover on downs. Huntington here.
But listen, I think that's the absolute right decision. You go for that fourth down. 10 times out of 10, you go for it. The way your defense is playing, yeah, let's go.
There you go. Kovar drilled back on the ground.
Max Tomczak.
Tomczak was on there, bringing a little tomahawk on him.
On that play was number 33.
Love to see that sophomore making a big play Friday Night Football.
And then brought down by number 25, Max Tomczak.
And boy, can that young man play some baseball
A few
too.
yards there will be 2nd and long.
And that will take us down to the end of the Oak Ridge Disciple House third quarter. 17-6 is where we sit. And we'll head into the Hello Huntsville fourth. This is New Waverly Bulldog football, where the Bulldogs have a 17-6 advantage. We'll be right back. Stay with us. More to come here on SHN. Stay with us, please.
Waverly Bulldogs football fans, looking to beat the heat? Three Spoons Yogurt in Huntsville has got you covered. Located at 1524 11th Street in Huntsville, Three Spoons Yogurt is the proud supporter of your very own New Waverly Bulldogs. With a mouth-watering selection of flavors and a rainbow of toppings, Three Spoons Yogurt offers the perfect treat for any Bulldogs fan. Don't miss out on any of the frosty fun. Follow them on Facebook at Three Spoons Yogurt Huntsville TX for all the latest scoop. So when you're craving something cool, remember, the only thing cooler than the yogurt at Three Spoons is being a New Waverly Bulldogs fan.
All right, quickly back at it. Here we go. 2nd down. And it was a loss of about 5. Here's a handoff on the play. Running back breaking through. 1 tackle. He's not going to get through 2. It's Jackson Hathorn there on the tackle. More of a loss coming up here for Huntington.
Man, senior on homecoming night. He's played varsity football for 3 years now, and he's coming into his own.
The running back on that play, Tegan Farr, a junior on the team, with another loss thanks to that New Waverly Bulldog defense. Now the ball resting for Huntington on the New Waverly 44-yard line. Keep in mind, they started on the New Waverly 35. They're going backwards. Another big 3rd down right here for the Bulldogs on the defensive side. Here's a handoff to the right side, and again, but boy, able to move forward here
popped out.
Original start. This ball did pop out. We'll see if New Waverly's got the takeaway.
They're going to give it to him.
Charles Taylor, the ball carrier again. It was Tegan Farr.
4th down.
And here we go, 4th down. 4th down and about 14, Coach. They've got to get up to the 25 for the first down. This ball currently resting on the, call it the 38, right in between the hash marks.
Looks like they're kind of putting that speed personnel back on the field. 23 and 6 coming in for Huntington. That's Jackson Ebed out here. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to throw him the ball.
Jackson Ebed's there. 23 is Javier Palacios. Empty backfield. Kovar wants to run. Trip. Flag flies. Trying to stiff arm his way in action. Jackson is there again. He goes down at the 40. We'll see what this flag is, though, in the backfield.
There's a flag on the play.
I love what I'm seeing from this New Waverly defense tonight. This is the bite that they needed this season, and this is going to give them a lot of confidence as we continue on.
Absolutely. And the most impressive thing about the defense to me watching this is, Jackson Hathorn is making his plays senior, but you've got sophomores down there. You've got Gage Rouleau. You've got Max Tomczak. You've got Cedric Paul Hamus, who's a junior. There's a lot of underclassmen on that defense that are making plays.
District play gets started a week from today. I like the 3-game homestand. Warren coming to town next week.
Yep, the Warren Warriors.
And I like getting Newton early in the season. You don't want them at the tail end. Let's get them early.
Yeah, no doubt. We played kind of one of the Newtons of our districts last night in Beckville. So getting that out of the way first week is awesome.
Here we go for New Waverly, starting this on their own 38. Run up the middle, spinning around town, get down, boot, scooting, boogie, up to around the 48, 47-yard line. It was Khalil Major.
Number 15, Khalil Major.
Got a Red Devil down right there.
On the field.
So New Waverly again starting this drive on their own 38. And that Red Devil player Running back on his own power there to the sideline. Quick water break for everybody.
Yeah.
Coach, I got you a water. There it is.
Oh,
okay. I want to make sure you got it, man. Courtesy of our friends at the Redbird Creamery over there.
Shout out to our trainers. Miss Erica runs a tight ship down there. Those trainers were out there on a spot giving those boys some water.
Erica's the best trainer I've met.
She's the best of us.
She's always excited to see me. You know, say, hey, Mr. Him, how you doing? I'm like, appreciate it. That makes me happy, man.
She's great to be around, great to have around.
So here we go for New Waverly, second down and a short one from the 47 or so. High snap, Nunez drops back to the 40, pump fakes, throws right over his shoulder.
Go get it, Kenton.
This one is up, and it is incomplete. Kenton Reese was down there, had a big grab earlier in this ball game. That one incomplete at the 10.
Yeah, great ball, great placement. Kenton ran a great route. You know, it's really important when you're running that fade route to not get outside of those numbers because it takes away the space that the quarterback can throw the ball. That was a great job by Kenton. You know, 50-50 ball is going to come down with it. If it's Kenton, he's going to come down 75% for sure.
Wes Brinkley line up at his receiver, part of 2 receiver package down to the left. 4 receivers here on this play. Pressure coming on the left side of the defense. That's going to allow the running back to hop through it. On a quick handoff, Khalil Major trying to get that little yard. Could not get there. It'll bring up 4th down and 1. Go for it again. Why not?
Yeah, go for it. Do it. Let's go.
The defense has been on fire. You're ahead by 11. Am I seeing that right?
Yes, yes, sir, 11. Man, I said 12 earlier. That's terrible math.
Well, you saw it as you saw an 18 up there. I saw you.
Okay,
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It's that smirk in the window that turns the 7 into an 8, man. Brings up 4th down and a short 1.
I love it.
Same formation. Khalil Major off the right hip of Nunez. Nunez going to pass. Pressure coming. Tries to hop off a defender. Oh, man, he goes way down.
Dang, that's tough right there.
Boy, he loses about 14 or 15 on that all the way back to the 34-yard line. Not the one you wanted to happen.
It looked like there was a little confusion up top right there from Nathan. Like he didn't quite get off the ball like he normally does. Because I don't think they can cover that guy. Man, but the way the defense is playing, I think you go for that 100%, man. The way the defense is playing, you go for it.
Huntington will have it again in great field position on the New Waverly 34-yard line. They'll move from left to right, trailing 17-6. Charlie Romero joining us here. Charlie, good to hear from you.
Yeah. Part of that squad last year.
Here we go for Huntington. Empty backfield. 4 receivers to the right. Look at this. Trying to pass in the flats, and New Waverly's not going to buy that one. Slam him down, big fella. There in the backfield. Couple of players coming up. One of them there was
Trenton Harrison.
Yeah, Trenton Harrison, number 70.
And then was that Max off the edge first right there, too?
Yeah, Max. Told you I needed that sound bite.
You know, I think it's the good, the bad, and the ugly.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. I knew it would hit you, man.
Little Clint Eastwood for your evening. Isn't that good, bad, and ugly?
Yeah, that's it. That's what I was thinking of. That'll be his official sound bite. So brings up second down. Loss of about 5 or 6 to the 40. High snap goes over his head, rolls to the 40, and Kovar's going to take a knee at the 38. Wow. Boy, this has been how it's been tonight. You have it in excellent field position, and now you're backed up all the way to the New Waverly 38. This drive started, or on your own 38, the drive started on the New Waverly 34.
Man.
We're bringing up 3rd down for the Red Devils, 3rd and long.
They're gonna do something tricky right here.
Third down. Boy, what do you call this, Coach? About 10, 20, 3rd and 30, 3rd and 35?
Yeah.
And a run in the back, nowhere to go again. No, breaks through 40, 45, 50, still on his feet and goes down. Thankfully there, good tackle on the play. Hopping up is Max Tomczak. Still well short of the first down marker, though.
Man, that was just, oh, yeah. I love it. I love it.
That noise was a shelf breaking there on that.
Oh, man. What an effort by the Huntington player right there. Was that the Tegan?
I think so,
Tegan
yeah.
Farr. Yeah. What an effort. 4th and long still.
So here we go. 4th down and long. Fumble! This one is dropped back around the 48-yard line, and New Waverly's going to start in great field position here.
After that outstanding defensive play, that'll be a
Like we said earlier, that right there is why you go for that 4th down.
So first down for New Waverly. They're going to start this on their own, on their own 47. 9th possession of the night. And they will move from right to left. So here we go for the Bulldogs, leading 17-6. 6 minutes to go here in the Hello Huntsville 4th. How about the handoff to TD2? Zigzag across the 50 into Huntington territory at the 49.
You know, this is where you're really going to see, I believe, the offensive line of New Waverly start to take over right here and close this game out.
Stephanie Snodgrass joining. She's a Red Devil fan. We said we wanted to welcome in any Huntington fans. Welcome into the broadcast tonight, Stephanie. 17-6, New Waverly with the lead, 5:30 to go here in the 4th. Here's another handoff. It's TD2 across the 45-40. TD2 to the 35, 30 on the right hash with more yards, turning them up inside the 30 to the 25 and out just outside the Texas Signature Roofing red zone. They originally put it at the 21. They're going to put it at the 25.
Yep, no reason to hurry up right now for the Bulldogs. Just let them keep their defense on the field, keep yours off that's been playing lights off, and put the game away right here with the touchdown.
Jared Hathorn hasn't been getting any shouts tonight. Texas Signature Roofing, he's the red zone sponsor. They offer exceptional roofing solutions and services that meet a commitment to community values. New Waverly threatening that red zone, 25. And here he is. He's inside of it. TD2 kind of takes an awkward backfall there, but he's okay. To around the 15, 16, 18-yard line inside the Texas Signature Roofing red zone for the first time tonight.
I knew there was a reason I wore my Texas Signature Roofing hat here tonight.
That's
yeah.
it, man.
It's black in it.
Look at that, man. We're getting a little extra bonus. Here, right here, Coach.
Yeah,
look, here
absolutely.
it is. Here it is right there, Coach. There you go, Jared.
It's a good-looking hat.
Free bonus there for you, brother. Here's another one to hand off to TD2 to the 15, spinning around. They got him by a belt loop to the 14-yard line in between the hash marks. That'll move the sticks on a McGillberry Mechanical Heating and Cooling first down for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Thomas, Trenton, Cedric, Trevor, Eli Mata just taking over the game right now up front.
Boy, having Coach Strati read commercials and now showing things, he's definitely due some endorsement fees there.
Man, listen, might push me to coaching retirement eventually. I come hang out with you every Friday night. This is much less stressful.
Here's another handoff. TD2 breaks through to the 5. That's Khalil Major.
Yeah.
Up to the 3-yard line, Khalil Major, everybody.
Oh, getting on him now. Tempo and getting to the ball. Love it.
Right in the tempo here from the 3-yard line. New Waverly threatening again. That player's got to get off the field. He didn't. There should be a flag. It flies. And handoff here is not going to be much. That should be half the distance to the goal. Player didn't get off the field in time.
No, he did not.
And that's a heads-up play by the offense. They're getting that ball snapped.
Substitution error right there by the Red Devils.
Nathan Dippery's out there on that right side, joined by Wesley Brinkley.
Oh, the train.
Offsides on the defense. Used to broadcast a lot of Georgetown baseball down at Bomber Stadium. That beautiful Union Pacific engine would go by with the American flag on it. Here's a handoff here, little bounce run, trying to get inside, going to be stopped about a yard short.
Second down, looks like they're putting in some heavy fellas right now.
TD2 is back in there. Nathan Dippery will come over to the sideline, and a host of Bulldogs will as well. Khalil Major, big part of that drive. He'll run off to the side alongside Ryder Armstrong. And so here we go for New Waverly. It's second down and goal from the 1. Nunez under center. Low snap, falls on it. Heads up play, that was a low snap. He was able to drop right on it.
Looks like Jace is going in there to get under center now.
Yep, Jace Card is there.
Coach Schaub calls this package Army, this wishbone package right here.
See, that's where I need somebody like you up here, because I'll just call it. I don't know what's – and you're like, you know what's up, man. I'm going to figure out how to AI you. You know, I'll go through and break these plays down, then we'll just AI you. Is that all right?
Yeah. I mean, you can probably do it now these days.
Appreciate you being up here, Coach. It's been a lot of fun tonight. They're going to whistle this one.
Had a great time.
I did a lot of broadcasts, and I was thinking timeout is called on the field. I couldn't tell that it was on. It's probably on Huntington.
2 minute timeout.
That's right.
It's the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you do the second and the fourth. They do that now, right? The 2 minute warning. New rule this year, isn't it? Or was that last year too?
No, this is the first year in high school that's been a thing. I was wondering what the heck was going on.
I forget about that.
It's the fourth quarter. I didn't realize it was fourth quarter.
No, I was saying, Coach, I've done a lot of broadcasts. I've been blessed to be, I've been able to broadcast all over, and doing it for Division I schools was just a privilege with Sam Houston and North Dakota State. But I've had some of the most fun being here at New Waverly. I miss doing high school ball.
Yeah.
And when we had an opportunity to come back to Texas, I told my wife, I said, we got to get back. The folks at NDSU wanted me to stay. And it was a hard thing to leave, a great program up there. But as soon as I got back, I got a hold of Coach Schaub and said I wanted to be here at New Waverly and help these kids. And it's been a blast, man.
Texas high school football is a special place.
Here he goes. TD2, touchdown. 3 yards, skip to the loo, my darling. Touchdown, TD2.
You love to see it right there, man. Putting the icing on the cake. Homecoming night, your senior year, scoring what's probably going to be the last touchdown tonight. That's awesome.
23-6, 1:53 to go here in the Hello Huntsville fourth quarter. But I was getting at, too, out of all the broadcasts I've done over the last 12 years, I'm not sure if I ever had an active coach at any level sitting with me. This has been fun.
That's awesome.
As far as actually, I've interviewed coaches, but never that, man.
I'm glad I got to be a part of that. This is something I've, it's kind of cool.
Yeah, man, it's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun.
So wait a minute, there was what's going on here? I guess they were on the extra point try, something happened. They're going to be half the goal. I didn't see a flag there, Coach.
I did not either.
Not sure what's going on, but here's the extra point kick. Another flag flies.
It's going to be a personal foul.
I don't know if is that a kick was good. It's against the Huntington. They're going to decline it.
Yeah.
And it's 24-6.
It depends on, I guess they just called offside. It looked like there's a rule that if you're rushing the kick on PAT or field goal, you have to be in a 4-point or a 3-point stance. And it looked like the kid over there on the end came off in a 2, which it is what it is.
That's all right. I grunt getting out of my truck. We were talking about, I do a little morning show in Huntsville Monday through Friday and have the privilege of doing it with my pastor on Thursdays up at First Baptist. And I said, man, I don't know what it is, but I get in and out of my truck. I literally grunt every time I get in and every time I get out. I'm only 41. I shouldn't be grunting, man. But I'll tell you who's not grunting tonight, the New Waverly Bulldogs. They are taking care of. They're not grunting. They're barking tonight, growling. in this one, 24-6.
This is what you needed before the Warren Warriors come to town next week, because if they always play hard.
Trey Sherwin set to kick this one away from the 40. Wind has not been a factor at all tonight. It's been a calm night as far as that goes. Here's another beautiful kick. This one settling inside the 10. It's going to take a roll into the end zone for a touchback. Second touchback of the night tonight by Trey Sherwin. You know, you go to big schools like 5As and 6As, it's common. You come down to 3A and even some 4A, you don't see a lot of end zone kicks on kickoffs. And it's so exciting. You know you've got a powerful kicker when you've got this young man right here in Trey Sherwin, his senior year, and he's doing an absolute wonderful job for this Bulldog team.
Absolutely, absolutely. I talked to his father during halftime down there. He helps set the tunnel up, Mr. Sherwin, and he was like, man, he's been really wanting that first touchback, and he got it right there in the first half. That's awesome.
So this will go to the 25 or the 20, beg your pardon. Why is it on the 20? It is the 25.
Yes, sir.
Touchback's 25. Sorry, I'm stuck on Madden 96 on the Sega Genesis. 25-yard line left to right. I knew that. Kovar in the gun, high snap, fake the handoff, drops back 3 steps, pump fakes once, throws over center, incomplete.
Great
at the 40. A nice little leap on the inside there by Kenton Reese. Knocked it away, incomplete. I love that too. You're up and you're still playing.
No doubt. Back in junior high, we called him Reese Island. Because you put him out there on an island, they weren't going to throw to it.
I like it.
Yeah.
Some other friends texting in. Appreciate that coming in. The Harrison family again texting in a few moments ago. Someone cheering on Action Jackson. Here's second down and 10. Kovar again, 25-30. Back the other way, 35-40 and a first down. Nice little run there by Kovar. Not sure if that was the intended play, but he turned it into 14 or 15 yards.
Yeah, I don't know if that was designed. Number 3 was blocking the entire time. It looked like it was supposed to be a boot. Oh.
The Waverly player there, unfortunately, hobbling back. Erica's Johnny on the spot there.
Luke Dahl.
Yeah, for Luke Dahl. Ball at the 41-yard line for the Blue Devils. Red Devils, beg your pardon. I knew I was going to say that. It was about to happen. From left to right. From the 41, here's a handoff to the running back, 45. Still bouncing around, little 1980s ping pong machine, still bouncing. Look at that. Someone's hitting the flippers for that young man, and he was able to get it up to the 45-yard line. Carlos, I beg your pardon, that was Tegan Farr. And, boy, I hate to see these late because now you've got an injured. Here, I mean, with 55 seconds to go, now you got an injured Red Devils player down there on the field.
It's tough. Tegan Farr really putting it on for the Red Devils right now, even though they're down. Love to see that from a kid.
Well, again, we appreciate all of you. Big thank you to Oak Ridge Disciple House, a 501c3 nonprofit Christian character building ministry, helping men ages 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addiction. If you or someone you know needs help, there's light at the end of the tunnel. That light can be found at the Oak Ridge Disciple House. That's my good buddy Joshua Harris. Go find his testimony on YouTube. 20 years sober. They've got over an 80% success rate. $600 a month. If you can't afford it, they'll find a way to scholarship it. 11 guys over there at once, 50-acre property. They only allow 11, and they're leading men out of terrible addictions. Go by and see them, oakridgedisciplehouse.com. You've got to want it, and if you do, Josh is going to help you. Also, Texas Signature Roofing for expert roofing services backed by years of experience and satisfaction guaranteed. It's Texas Signature Roofing online at texassignatureroofing.com. And last but certainly not least, our friends at Slot Construction for both residential and commercial construction, site prep, honesty, forestry services in Southeast Texas. Turn to Slot Construction. They've been your reliable partner since 2005. And, of course, our season is presented by Walker County Federal Credit Union. You see their logo on the screen the whole game. They pay for that because they're a great organization. They wanted to make this possible for the fans that can't come to the games. We appreciate Toy and the entire staff. You can catch them, by the way, on Wednesdays on Good Morning Huntsville, along with myself and Taylor Chandler at 7:30 in the morning. It's these wind-down moments. What's going through a coach's mind right now with 54 seconds? You have the lead. Is it kind of like, let's just get this one over, no injuries, and get out of here? Is that kind of what's going through your head?
Get everybody off the field healthy. Get everybody off the field without any extracurricular activity. Most importantly, if you can do those two things right here with 54 seconds left, you're okay probably giving up a touchdown.
I don't ever have a chance to get down in the huddles, obviously, after the game. That's a pretty intimate moment with the coaches and the players. When you've got a game like this and you win, what's something you may think Coach Saab's going to tell the guys?
He's probably going to tell them, you got the monkey off your back. You got the win. You got your first win of the year. Once you get the first, sometimes all you need is one. Coach Compton always says he was a big, this is what we got to not be taking part in that because you get lost for another week. But, Coach Compton, big basketball guy, one of the things he always says is, man, sometimes you just got to see it go in. And it's kind of sometimes you just got to see that one in the W column.
I like it. Unsportsmanlike against New Waverly. Was hoping we'd see an offset there. Didn't see one. This is a pretty well-disciplined group of guys. You don't see too many of those type of penalties with this New Waverly team.
No, we never have. I mean, being here for 4 years, I can count a couple. It's not something.
It's the first one I've seen all season.
Yeah.
Thomas Mosley running back in over there a while ago. The big fella doing a great job tonight for this team. You can see him there lined up on that up front on the left.
Ben Dossie, number 77 in the game, too, down there in nose guard. Love to see that guy in.
Pass over, intercepted. It's a takeaway. Interception on the play for the Bulldogs.
Jace Card, number 12. Jace Card, number 12, coming up with the interception right there. Man.
Boy, Jace Card pulling out the ace of spades with 24 seconds to go.
I love it. I love that for that kid, man.
Second consecutive game for New Waverly with a takeaway. They had 4 a week ago, and now an interception here tonight with 24 seconds to go, leading 24-6. And should just be able to take a knee and call it a night.
He missed last year and missed baseball season the year before because he had a UCL surgery from a contact injury. He had Tommy John from a contact injury in basketball. But love to see that for him, man.
And that knee should do it. It's New Waverly on their own 12-yard line. That'll run the clock down. You get the win. And it'll set you up for a Warren Warriors team to start district play next week. Coach Strati, appreciate you hanging out. You don't have to hang out for the post-game wrap-up. I know you got family and friends here, brother. But, hey, we're going to take a selfie, man. We got to do that for sure. So we'll get the selfie in tonight.
I'm going to put the sponsor hat on.
Yeah, there we go. You ready, Coach?
Yes, sir.
There he is. Hey, God bless you, brother. And if we can ever get up to Harrelton, love to come up there and cheer you on.
Yes, sir.
Tell your dad we appreciate him, a football tradition in your family. And I truthfully believe this. You're a young man. You got a 5-month-old baby, a beautiful wife, beautiful son. The Lord is just getting started in your life,
Absolutely,
man. And 10 years from now, you're going to look back. You're going to be doing even better things, man. I know you're doing great things now, but I just believe that you're a good dude. And God rewards that. You're going to be blessed, man. I'm excited about it.
I really appreciate that. It's it's been an absolute great journey. Being here in New Waverly for 4 years was awesome. These kids, special place. It's a special place. It's a special community. Man, following in my dad's footsteps, having a kid. I was talking about it earlier, but I grew up in a field house, getting to raise my son in a field house. I always say all my heroes were ball coaches.
Love it.
I still remember Coach Buddy Ray and Coach Jimmy Thompson and Mike Waldy and all those guys that I grew up, and now I get to raise my son around those guys, and I can't wait, man, around these people. So, Rob, it was an absolute pleasure.
Appreciate you. Yes, sir.
Pleasure.
God bless you, brother.
I appreciate you, yes, sir. Go Dogs, baby.
There he is, Coach Strati. We appreciate him. We'll step aside, we'll take a break, and I will have your Nelson Amaya's Collision Center post-game wrap-up. When we come back, James up there, he was quick on the camera. He flipped it off. He's ready to get down. So we'll wrap it up when we come back. Stay with us. This is New Waverly Bulldog football. Victorious tonight, 24-6 is your final. We'll be back after this. Stay with us, please.
Or know someone who is? There's light at the end of the tunnel, and it shines bright at the Oak Ridge Disciple House. As a 501c3 Christian ministry, they are dedicated to helping men aged 18 and older rebuild their lives free from the chains of drug and alcohol addiction. Be reminded, there's always hope, always a new beginning. Discover your fresh start with the Oak Ridge Disciple House. Proud supporters of Bulldog football, because just like the Bulldogs, the spirit at Oak Ridge stands strong. Find out more at oakridgedisciplehouse.com.
The final whistle is blown. This chapter of the season has been written. Time now for the Nelson Amaya's Collision Center post-game wrap-up. Here's Rob Hipp.
All right, friends. Well, we're wrapping it up here tonight. This is the start of the Nelson Amaya's Collision Center post-game wrap-up. Appreciate Kevin Edney, too, public address announcer here. I mean, he's all over the place here doing PA work, announcing the homecoming tonight. And then when these Bulldogs are on the road, as long as there's not a cross-country contest or something going on, he's cooking for them. The world-famous Edney Burgers. But tonight we're at home, no Edney Burger, but we'll take a win over a burger. 24-6 as New Waverly takes care of business. Let's retell the story of how this one went down tonight. We get started in the first quarter. It was a opportunity for New Waverly. For the first time this season, they deferred. They got the ball back to start the second half, so they decided, hey, we want to kick it off to start this ball game. Well, at first, it looked like that may have been a tough one because Huntington gets the ball in their own 20. It was a 67-yard run on the keeper by the quarterback, Brant Kovar, to go up early, 6-0 at the 7:24 mark. New Waverly, though, the defense starting to really get into this one early tonight. They stomped down. New Waverly started on their own 38-yard line. They end up scoring on that opening possession, something that they've needed to do. They did it tonight to get that confidence going early after giving up that big quarterback keeper for the touchdown. It was a 23-yard touchdown run into the end zone by Khalil Major. The Trey Sherwin extra point kick was good. At that point, New Waverly took the lead and never looked back, 7-6. Second possession of the evening for Huntington. They start from their own 20-yard line. Then we saw the first punt of the night. And friends, that was it. 1.5 possessions for either team. And we go into the second quarter. I mean, that's how much time was taken off the clock. It is the second possession for New Waverly, the first of the second quarter. Started from the Huntington 44. That drive was capped off by a 21-yard pass into the hands of Kenton Reese. Extra point kick by Trey Sherwin is good at the 11:48 mark. We were just 12 seconds into that second quarter. At that point, 14-6. Ensuing possession by Huntington, their third of the evening, started on the New Waverly 39. The Bulldog defense was able to hold them. A turnover on downs as they went for it on fourth down. New Waverly gets it for the third time of the night. They started from their own 32-yard line. And then we saw a little trickeration play on a fourth down. It was a fake punt. And Nathan Dippery was able to run that about 15 yards. That ultimately set up a 42-yard field goal by Trey Sherwin. At that point, it was 6:06 to go in the first half, 17-6. Very positive takeaway tonight. The first three possessions of this ball game, New Waverly able to score. You juggle back a few possessions here. The fourth possession for Huntington and New Waverly, both of them resulting in a punt. The fifth possession for Huntington started on their own 16, and then it was another punt. You go back to the third quarter. That ended the first half. You go to the third quarter, the fifth possession. Teams only touching the ball at least 4 times in that first half, by the way. You go into the third quarter, fifth possession, first of the second half for New Waverly. They started on their own 22. It was the one giveaway tonight as TD2 fumbled the ball. But he was able to redeem himself. Had a couple of big plays on the defensive side on that sixth possession for Huntington. Started out on the New Waverly 17-yard line. They get pushed back, not able to score, and it's a turnover on downs. How about that for the New Waverly Bulldog defense? The ensuing sixth possession for New Waverly started on their own 10-yard line. They had to take it down 90 yards. They couldn't. They had to punt that ball away. Seventh possession for either team. Both resulted in a punt and a turnover on downs. That moved us into the final frame of play. It was the 8th possession for Huntington, started out on the New Waverly 35. The Bulldog defense once again putting a stop. It was a turnover on downs. New Waverly gets the ball on their own 38-yard line. They get down to a 4th and 1. Unfortunately, though, it was Ryzen Nunez goes all the way back. It's a 15-yard loss. That turned it right back over to Huntington. 9th possession for Huntington started on the New Waverly 34. It was another turnover on downs. That's been the story of the game. TOD, TOD, TOD all night. New Waverly gets it on their own 47. They get back into the end zone. It was a 3-yard touchdown run by TD2, who continued to play great tonight. Despite that fumble, they're going to think about it. Yeah, he knows he fumbled the ball, but he was able to redeem himself. It's not what you do, it's how you respond in some cases. TD2 responded very, very well tonight to that one mistake that he made. At that point, it was 24-6. And you go down to the 10th possession for Huntington. They start on their own 25. The ball was intercepted by Jace Card. New Waverly able to take a knee, and that's where we end the ball game. New Waverly got their work cut out. They'll go here at home for the 3rd and final game of this 3-game homestand, but they'll start district play a week from tonight. We'll have that call right here on SHN Sports and the Bulldog Broadcast Network. Make sure to tune in. We'll go on 30 minutes prior for pregame, and we'll have the full call right back here in New Waverly. Better yet, come out to New Waverly and be part of the fun. It was a fun one here tonight. Bulldogs victorious. They get their first win of the season, and they'll go to 1-3 here in this 2025 campaign. Big thank you to all of our sponsors, especially Walker County Federal Credit Union. They are your full-service community credit union serving Walker County since 1957. And everyone else who was a part of this one tonight, many of you were commenting in. We appreciate that. For James Mashi running our camera up on the roof, Nathan Height, who was here, and a special thank you to former offensive coordinator here at New Waverly, Easton Droddy, who is now over at Harleton. He came in tonight. We appreciate him providing excellent commentary to be here. I'm spoiled. I'm going to miss him next week. We'll be back at it again next week. And, friends, as I end every broadcast, especially you think about all the things that we've went through as a nation, really across the globe over this last week. It's very important tonight to remember that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We're really not, friends. We need each other. Please provide a word of encouragement, lend a hand of support. I promise somebody needs you tonight. Hey, find a good church to sit in tomorrow morning. Bring your kids, your family. That's important as well. And let's see every church filled here throughout the area. I love you, all of you out there. Love every one of you at New Waverly and wherever you may be listening in tonight. Until then, good night and God bless from New Waverly, Texas. We'll see you back at it a week from tonight. So long, everyone.